Who would like to do the recap for a point of inspiration?
I can do it.
Go for it.
Last time on the Meddlers of Mischief, the party were at a loss as to their course of action with the bear cubs until Lyric spoke up, breaking the tie. So the party made their slow way back to the fort, toting their new adopted bear cubs. Once the cubs were sequestered away downstairs in a letter sent to the professor concerning fort renovations, Caradwin informed the party of her plan to extricate the servant's grave. That night, she and Gallenford, exploiting the villagers' superstition, called upon the shadow spawn to excavate, its very presence frightening any observers away. Once uncovered, Caradwin found a note within the clutches of the corpse depicting the location of the second key within a cave somewhere in the forest. With a new lead on the missing keys, the party bed down for the night, but a cry of anguish ripped through their sleep. Dashing downstairs, they found Beauregard, who had entered the fortress, devouring the bear cubs. As they watched it finish one, turned upon another. Stepping between the two animals, Caradwin dismissed the nightmare horse back outside, but not before receiving a kick in return. As the party checked on her and the surviving cubs, a new commotion outside drew their attention. In the courtyard, the party found Beauregard exchanging vicious blows with Stig, who had acquired a more monstrous appearance and temperament. Though the undead horse struck again and again, the seasoned monster hunter took it in stride and gave just as much and then some. Seeing her beloved steed in danger, Caradwin cast her magic, freezing Stig in place, but not before the undead stallion unfurled its spirit wings and flew away. Enraged, Caradwin confronted the frozen Stig, but before any more violence could erupt, Gallenford put her to sleep. While she slept, the others conferred with each other about what transpired. Reaching a consensus, Gallenford went to speak to Caradwin, but as soon as she gained consciousness, he froze him and dashed off on one of their normal horses into the night. Afraid for her safety, Nyx volunteered to go after her, riding off on her own steed, Butterscotch. Having caught up to her, Nyx managed to talk her down and convinced her to return. However, during this exchange, a horrid apparition rose from the darkness and charged. The two fled in terror, losing the horse Domino in the process. Breaking out of the tree line, they ran into Gallenford, who had been too worried to wait. When asked what was wrong, all they could say was, Ghost!
Wow.
It was an interesting night.
A lot of ups and downs.
You guys seem to lose a lot of horses.
That was a
Probably
really
wouldn't have lost
good.
either of them if Stig didn't attack mine.
That was a really good summary.
Yep. Give you.
I work on it at work, and I'm supposed to be working.
Give yourself a point of inspiration. So yes, after that encounter with the unknown spirit that seemed to be targeting Caradwin, the sun has risen. Is gray outside. The light is piercing through the trees, barely risen. Caradwin, you walked off into town, not going back to the fort. Gallenford and Nyx you guys made your way back to the fort. So we will pick it up with Caradwin.
Have I had a chance to sleep yet, or is this like as I get into town?
You haven't slept at all yet.
Shit. I'm gonna go find a bed.
There is the inn, so that would most likely be your best place for a bed. You enter. There is the innkeeper preparing for the morning breakfast. Oh, hello. You're early.
Oh yeah, it's kind of late for me, but sure. I'd like to sleep for the day.
Oh, well, there are rooms up available. Go help yourself.
I put a gold on the counter and I walked upstairs.
She will take that gold coin. You get into a nice It's a room. It's not it's gonna be it's not as grand, but it's an in room. You plop on the bed and you pass out. Gallenford and Nix, you are in the courtyard in your fort. You see Lyric waiting for you. Where's Caldwin?
Well, her and Nyx were running from something. I didn't see it though. I think she wandered into town. I gotta get some rest. But we definitely have to eventually head back into the forest for the horse. Uh, Stig will probably have some energy if you and him want to head out and recover the horse, but we might have to investigate that forest at night also.
If you remember correctly, the living horse ran back to the fort.
Yeah, but didn't one get killed?
Yes, I thought you were referring to the living horse.
Nope.
Okay, well, let's get some rest and we'll talk about it once we all aren't as tired.
Yeah, I'll try to reach her once we get some rest. He might just need some space.
Stig, you went to bed right that night.
I was up all night last night, so I need sleep.
All right. You all get some rest. Stig, you would wake up in your normally in the morning, so you find that everybody else is still asleep. They'll probably sleep until midday.
I do leave a note for Stig so he knows of the situation and the horse in the woods, since I know he can handle things, just in case he doesn't want to wait for us.
I'm actually gonna just say that Stig's gonna sleep in today. If they needed him, they would come and get him.
Okay. So you're laying in your bed, getting some rest, but it's like how you close your eyes but you're still awake. It's like
Yes,
it's
the
like
greatest feeling.
that. Yes. Um, midday comes. Caradwin, you wake up. Is there anything you wish to do since you're in town?
Go see if I can buy another horse. I feel like I should owe them.
You definitely can find a stable where they would sell a horse. This is a village. Um, yeah, I would say you would be able to find one.
Perfect. How much?
It's the same price as in the player's handbook.
For a riding or a draft horse? What do they have here?
This would actually be a draft horse.
Okay. That's fine. Let me see what the price is. But yeah, I'll purchase the horse, and I think we have enough feed back home, so a saddle.
Okay.
Let's figure out where the fuck that's at in here. Here we go. Mounts and vehicles.
They give you a nice Clydesdale.
50 gold for that guy. Bit and brittle, 2 gold. And I'll do a pack saddle for another 5, so that'll be 57.
Okay.
Well, thanks for the horse. I'm gonna go back to the fortress.
All right. You're making your way back, and you see everybody else is awake. What are you guys doing in the fort as Caradwin is entering into the courtyard?
Once Gallenford woke up, he would have re-explained at least everything he witnessed, and be trying to get everyone prepped to go find the fallen horse and give it a proper burial and figure out what was in those woods.
So you would go into the woods. Anybody joining Gallenford?
Stig will.
Okay.
You can see Stig. Basically, first thing he asked was, "Did Caradwin and Nyx make it back okay?"
Yeah, I think Nyx is checking on the cubs now. I brought her back. Caradwin, I think, wandered off into the town after whatever spooked them. I think she just needs some space, so
Hold
at
on,
least
hold on. Something spooked him.
they were talking about some type of ghost. I know they tried to use illusions on some teenagers originally, but I guess there was a real one out there. But I didn't see it. But I don't know. The sun was kind of rising, or maybe it was only in the woods because I was only on the. I didn't cross into the forest. I don't know. There's too many questions, but one of the horses didn't make it back, so there was definitely something.
You planning on heading out there?
Yeah, we can't leave even a horse as one of the meddlers of mischief. Leave no one behind.
Well, yeah, that. You keep saying that,
It'll be a thing.
but I, I do think it would be kind of interesting to see what this apparition's all about. I mean, you guys said people said there was no apparitions. I thought we left all that in Herman.
Well, there were some rumors, and it sounds like there might be some truth on it. So
Oh, ain't that a little poetic justice? Anyway, I'll go grab my stuff. I'll be back in a minute. I'll just snag something from the. Well, I think I have still some rations. I don't think anything in the kitchen is considered edible just yet.
Oh, before you leave, and I'm not sure how close Nyx is, but I'll designate us three as I do my daily aid spell. So give yourself 10 HP.
Okay. Nix, you go down to the Cubs. They're fine, but you still see the dead body of the third one. Did you guys bury it?
I didn't touch nothing with that cub.
I thought someone was doing something, and then the fight broke out with Stig. Oh, they didn't have time, so he hasn't been buried yet.
I'll just say that Stig's throwing it outside.
Next, on your way down to check on the inspect on the two Cubs, you see Stig carrying the dead body of the third one through the hall. But again, the two Cubs are fine. They're terrified and they kind of cuddle up with you for a bit.
Don't worry, Nyx. We definitely understand. I mean, we're going back for the horse as well. Like I said, leave no one behind.
Um, Lyric will stay at the fort. He will just kind of continue cleaning and still trying to fix things up.
Excuse me, sorry. Oh my goodness.
Um, Caradron, walking through. You do see Gallenford and Stig walking into the forest. You didn't run into them, so you are in the courtyard with the new draft horse.
I'll stable it.
Okay, you put it up right next to Butterscotch.
I think that's the living one.
Let me check who died.
Yeah, it should be Butterscotch. That's Nyx's horse.
Okay.
Yeah, and if Nick's horse died, we would be hearing a whole lot more from Nick.
Butterscotch is injured and still frightened of. You can tell, still frightened of last night.
I healed Butterscotch on the way out,
Still
but probably still frightened.
Yeah. Um, as you are stabling your new horse, you hear a set of footprints behind you walking into the courtyard.
Oh, you can hear footprints.
I was gonna say that's pretty good hearing.
Footsteps.
I'll go check it out.
You turn around and you see a man, a red-skinned man. He looks like he has some sort of armament on him. Very much, very technological, almost like Jason, but different. Mason, go ahead and introduce your character.
Okay. Mason's a fire ganassi soldier with support staff. He made the meals, repaired the armor. When his company was kind of attacked, he left and met Jason in the Aeolipoli, heard about you guys, and decided to come investigate. He's also got his horse Cricket.
Look, I don't know who you are. Not a great day. I don't think we hired anybody for repairs today, if that's what you're here for. So if you could just get the fuck out of here, that'd be fantastic.
Well, you're just a bundle of sunshine. Looks like you could
Ooh.
use some repairs, but I'm not here for that.
I'm gonna ignore that comment. Do you need something?
Do you know where the Meddlers of Mischief? Is that what you guys are called?
Yes.
Do you know a Jason Glowmore?
Used to.
Ah, good. I met him in Aeolipoli, and he said, he had some real nice lightning armor stuff, and I thought, he wouldn't sell it to me, but he said you guys helped him get it, and yeah, I want to do that.
I don't have any lightning armor to sell to you.
Okay, well, go after creatures that you make lightning armor out of and stuff. I kind of parade my armor a little bit and be like, I like improving this thing, and whatever I can get.
Currently, we are in the process of rebuilding. We are not searching for monsters just yet. There are runes that I'd like to investigate, but as it stands, we're just trying to readjust. If you'd like to come in, take a seat, I can show you where the hall's at.
Oh, yes, I'd love to come in and have a seat. It's been a bit of a road. I can maybe look around at your building here, but masonry is not really my deal here.
That's fine.
Nix, you see Caradron walking into the keep with a new companion.
You're back.
Are you talking to me or him?
I'm talking to you, of course, to Caradron. Who's this guy?
No fucking idea, but he's looking for us, so I figured I'd give him a seat.
Hi, I'm Mason Sinclair. Jason directed me towards you, and yeah.
It felt rude to turn away a friend of Jason's, so
It's funny, your name's almost the same. Just you change one letter on it.
I had not noticed that.
Mason, you're looking around, and this hall, the fort has definitely seen better days, but you know that this is an old, but just by looking, it's an old fort. It hasn't been maintained. Um, uh, Caradwin is showing you to the where the hall is, where the food, the kitchen, and everything like that. We're gonna quickly go to the forest. Stig and Gallenford, you've quickly find easily enough to find the dead horse.
Gallenford's could have been down to try and take a look at the wounds so I can try and figure out what it was that attacked Nix and Caradwin.
I'll assist him.
You can give me a medicine check.
I'll do it with advantage since I'm getting assistance.
You can looking at the horse. You can't find any physical wounds on the creature.
This is weird. Though I don't normally do this, but still, I don't see any cuts or anything. Maybe there was a ghost.
I don't deny what they saw. This kind of just confirms their suspicions.
But we can't have that close to our new home. We're gonna have to get rid of that thing.
Let's just hope it doesn't have any babies, right?
Can ghosts have babies?
That was a joke.
That could make an interesting story, though. I'll start one up tomorrow.
So what do you want to do with the body?
Well, he's pretty heavy. I don't know if I can carry him. I'd feel bad letting you do all the work carrying him back to the fort, so maybe we should bury him out here.
I may be strong, but I'm not sure I'm that strong.
Maybe we should just bury him out here then.
I guess. Did you bring a shovel?
Oh shit.
God, none of these spells are in the fucking compendium. How come? Beast Bond is not in the compendium?
Probably because it's like Tasha's or Xanathar's.
You should. I should be able to share my stuff with you guys since I'm the DM, but I'll look at that later.
Yeah, I mean, I can manually enter them, but I'm trying to add the druid spells, and like half of them aren't in the compendium. But that's okay.
We walked all that way and I didn't even think to grab a shovel. I will pull.
Perhaps we may be able to build like a dragnet.
Oh yeah, that might work. I think I have an old cloak and a bag of holding. Not a good one. That could probably be used, and just find some roots or something we can use as leverage.
Yeah, it could work. See what we can come up with.
So we're gonna try and put together a little dragnet from an old cloak out of the bag of holding and some roots that we can find around.
Let me check.
Yeah, we'll just like a survival sled. We don't. That way, we don't have to technically pick it up. We can just pull it.
Okay. Give me a survival check.
I'll assist Stig since I feel like he's better at this.
Well, I am proficient. So let's see what happens.
Using what you have and what you're able to find, you believe you are able to. You fashioned. I do not see a. Wait. Okay. You are able to fashion a pulley, a sled.
Yeah, it's 2 sticks with some rope down the center, or a cloak between.
Yeah, Stig, you're
Very
a hunter. You know that even with big game, you can drag a dead animal using this. I've done it.
Yes, so that's what we do.
All right, working together. I would say you guys are able to pull it, but it's slow and steady.
But
Yes,
the fact
our
that
daily workout.
yeah, perhaps this will be part of our regiment once we get the training room in.
I was thinking more of some sword training or something for training.
I'm
But-
sure there'll be room for that too.
I'll think of something to tell the villagers since I'm sure there'll be questions as we pass through.
Well, you couldn't avoid the village.
Yeah, the fort is off in the distance. We don't need to go to the village.
Oh, good point.
As you guys are dragging
What was that?
through the forest, the horse, Mason, Nix, and Caradwin and Lyric are. What are you guys doing at the fort? As taking Stig and Galliford have been gone all day.
I'm gonna have an interview with Mason. We gotta see if he's good enough for our group.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit in on that interview for sure.
Is this an interview or an interrogation?
Yes.
Interview for me. I don't know. Carrie seems like in not a good mood today. All right. How many years of adventuring do you have under your belt?
Well, I was mostly in the military. I just started adventuring recently, though.
And I see that you have Jason as your what's the word?
Reference.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Uh-huh,
he
that's
directed
pretty
me,
good.
said you guys go after crazy creatures, and you built the armor, so I'm hoping that, you do more of that.
All right. What kind of skills do you have that would benefit our group?
I'm pretty proficient with tools. I do pick some locks. I can repair some armor. I'm a bit of a chef myself. Um, he'll activate his armor, so his skin kind of, catches a little fire, and when the fire comes on, all the scale mail activates. I built this. It's good to punching. It's rather defensive. All custom, of course.
And what are you trying to get out of our? I hear that you said you wanted to.
Lost that last part.
She's gonna type. People are singing. I love it.
Did she take her laptop to work?
It sounds like she did.
Oh.
So I'm looking to basically improve this armor as much as I can, and the best way to do that is to test it out in the field, and that's also where you find the best equipment. So the better I make it, the better I help you. The farther we go in the environment to get better stuff, to make it better, to get farther to make it better, and so on.
Okay. And so, do you have any questions for us?
We kind of eye Caradwin a little bit and like, not at the moment, thanks.
He's just looking blankly at the floor.
Do you have
Half
any
listening.
questions, Kieran? Do you want to know anything from him?
Honestly, not really.
Well, I think you've passed pretty good, but I'm not the leader, so I can't say you're in. But I think you have a pretty good chance of being part of the Meddlers of Mischief. I just have one more question for you.
Okay.
And what are your thoughts on, Mischief?
That's what you guys are called, so I expect to do some mischief. Also, just on the off, you said you're not the leader, so who is the leader so I can properly introduce myself?
We actually don't have a leader, but I guess it's Galliford? I don't know. Stig? I honestly have no idea, but it's not me.
It's definitely not Stig.
Yeah, I when you mention Stig, I just see her breaking the pencil.
Mason lets out a little. Mason lets out a little breath of like relief as she didn't point to Caradwin like she's the leader.
Which is funny because I actually think Caradwin is the leader.
At the end of this interview, as you guys are interviewing, it is very late in the afternoon, almost getting close to like evening dinner time. Stig and Galliford, you are hauling this horse, dragging it through the up to the fort, and you see somebody at the entrance to the fort outside the courtyard.
Oh, maybe that's someone from Professor Beers. Are they answering my message?
If it is, he works fast.
Well, oh, that's right. You weren't there for it, but he had some pretty. Oh man, we gotta take a break. Good magic that did some amazing things. We were like in a room that was cut off from all space, so I could see him working fast.
Well, I only met him the once. But if he taught Caradwin everything she knows, I don't doubt he works this fast.
Yeah, this is true. Hello there.
Zin, you see two.
Oh, I absolutely. Hold on. You should have given me a little heads up how you wanted to introduce me because, first of all, why am I here? Second of all, I would never walk up in human form.
Oh, okay.
So they wouldn't have seen me.
Oh gosh, Gallifred, there's no one there.
Well, okay.
We definitely need a break. Give it some water.
I might have walked up in human form after spying on them for a bit as a very small animal, but which would have been my fire beetle form. But
I was about to be like, was that Bucky?
Yeah, if you say that I've already scouted their fort out or whatever wherever they are and kind of learned who everyone is and watched their interactions, then I might walk up to the gate in human form.
Okay,
Is
yeah.
that bug still following us, Gallifred?
But from what I understand, you've told me about Aiden. My assumption is I'm here because I knew that he had gone to the north and joined the Meddlers of Mischief.
Yeah, you doing
Um,
some Elijah. You always had some sort of inkling or some sort of communication, knowing that Aiden was fine, but for some reason you got this feeling, or that you had to
well, did
come.
Cinder ever make it back?
Cinder never made it back.
So I have no word from Aiden. Period.
That's what made you come to the
Right.
continent.
Okay, so following rumors and tales of that have spread about the Meddlers of Mischief and what little part of it Aiden played in it, that's what would have led me here. So what I would have done is I would have, in fire beetle form, kind of scouted around, got to know kind of a little bit about everybody and who everybody was, and then I would walk up to the gate.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
You see Gallenford and Stig, pulling a dead horse behind them up to the gates of the fort.
All right. So do they see me as I walk up? They see me?
Yes.
All right. So I would walk up to them and I would say, "Is this what you call mischief? The burial of or the dragging of dead beasts?" And I looked very sad as I would kneel down and place my hand on the haunch of the horse, I guess, and see if I can determine the cause of death.
As she kneels down, I would answer with, well, I'm guessing you're not an agent of Professor Beers, but no, this is not what we call mischief. This is what we call leave no meddler behind.
I mean,
Except one, of course.
some people could call it dinner, but I don't think that's what's planned for this.
Is that a new rule of yours? Leave no meddler behind, or did you always have this rule?
We've always had this rule.
Lies.
Excuse
You
me?
lie. You left Aiden behind.
We did no such thing.
You must
Who are
have.
you?
Unless he is here.
Aiden departed with our fallen companion. He even responded to our messages not long ago. Are you a friend of Aiden's?
You could call me a friend, yes. But I have not heard from him since he departed to explore the north.
I actually let go of pulling the horse and stepped back a little bit, remembering stories that Aiden told me.
Yeah, he talked about him a lot.
How do you know? I need to know for sure you are no enemy. We are calling Aiden Ash. Who are you?
Yeah, you like his old girlfriend or something?
I raise an eyebrow at that comment and say, not old, current.
Oh.
My name is Zinfarel. And I am from, I have known Aiden since he was but a teen, a young teen. You could say we grew up together in the sands of Sakara.
If you don't mind, we need to get our fallen horse back to the fort. I don't want to stand right outside the gates, but need to know more and make sure you're not one of the ones he warned us about.
Also,
Sure you are who you are.
Since you have avoided my accusation, I would need the full story. So if you would be willing to invite me in, I would love to sit down and hear your side of the story.
Sure, come in for some tea. Do we have tea, Stig?
I don't know. But
yes, come on in.
Yes. I mean the doors don't lock anyway.
You guys pick up your horse and continue dragging in the courtyard. I'm assuming you're putting it right next to the dead bear that's been laying outside all day.
Yep.
Oh, they didn't even.
Oh my
Okay, so we got
god.
2 graves today. We had
So,
problems.
I'm a druid
last
and I'm
night.
walking into a place where there's just dead animals everywhere. I'm literally like very uneasy at the idea that I come here and there's just dead beasts everywhere I look. What happened? Do you just slaughter your beasts? Is this how you treat your animals?
Of course not, but we have other things to talk about before we discuss what happened here with you. So, please, this way.
You are going to give them proper rights.
Of course, that's why we went to retrieve them back.
Was I able to tell what killed them, Chris, when
Uh,
I looked at the horse that they were dragging?
You can give me a medicine check on the horse.
Okay.
You definitely could tell that it was not physically inflicted. You didn't see any wounds. You believe that looking at you, but you open the eye is something that might have affected it psychically. So it was more of a mental attack.
It died of fear?
Not so much of fear. You definitely have heard of some creatures that can inflict damage through your mind.
Okay.
You believe that this is how the beast was killed.
This is the exact reaction that I was going for when I walk into this place and there's just dead animals all over the place. Thank you, Mason. Yeah.
Ace Ventura.
Yeah. Thank you for bringing me to your home of death.
So
yeah, we haven't really set a good first impression. Zen comes and assumes that we basically left her boyfriend for dead while we're dragging in a dead horse next to a baby bear.
And you told me not only left my boyfriend for dead, but you literally just said, "Oh, and another companion who also died." So now I know I didn't know that piece of information before. So now there's 2 dead or missing companions and a bunch of dead animals. And I'm wondering if this is how you define mischief.
And the fact that we're inviting you to this abandoned building.
Yes,
Please,
I feel
come in.
Our windowless van is parked right over there.
We have tea and cookies.
But as they're walking in, Stig is going to nudge Gallon for his shoulder and he goes, "You didn't tell me Aiden had a girlfriend."
Well,
What's the matter with you? You just left him out in that forest by himself and he had a girl at home?
Wait,
no,
what?
that's not what happened.
You left
Now,
him out in the
everyone-
forest by himself.
Everyone
You
inside
abandoned him?
can explain what happened. I keep forgetting that Stig did not even meet Aiden. Please come sit.
Caradwin, Mason, Nix, and Lyric, everybody can hear a commotion outside.
Jesus, I guess we have another interviewee.
And you
You're
see
popular today, it seems.
Yep, and you see Gallenford and Stig walk in with a beautiful dark-skinned woman wearing similar clothing to what Aiden
Did Zin miss describing herself?
No? I wasn't really asked to describe myself.
Oh, I apologize. Yeah, that. Go ahead and describe yourself.
I am a beautiful dark-skinned woman with tribal tattoos on my arms that you can see, wearing animal hides as armor, and very little else on my person. I travel very lightly because I don't need to carry much. Nature provides for me. I am also somewhat dirty because I don't necessarily bathe very often because I don't need to. I like the dirt. Like a dog, I just roll around in the dirt sometimes. Yeah, I bathe when it rains.
So seeing everyone is coming outside with the issue, just to first solve the Aiden issue, I'll ask Zin to kind of just step back for a second and just listen to the story. I'll swivel my loot around. That way I can use the illusions to kind of show imagery as I tell the story.
Ooh, okay. I'm intrigued.
And as I play, I'll speak about the last battle that Aiden was in with us, the struggle with the undead creatures and everything. I'll kind of lower the tempo as I get to the fall of Damascus and how Aiden had honorably offered to carry Damascus back to his home so he can have a proper burial. And in there, I kind of add because the meddlers leave no man behind. And then I'll kind of explain as how we met Stig not long after that, our daring escape from the dark forest, and how I think it's only been a few days since we've been out here, but how not too long ago we used our stone to check on Aiden, but then I always add Ash at the end of it, just to make sure that Damascus was brought back and we got the okay, but it was a quick response. And then I'll end the tune and the illusions, and as I swivel my loop back around, I'll just speak normally and say, you know, we could just try and reach him again with the stone, but as I kind of put in the song, we were calling him Ash so his enemies would not track him down. Is there anything you can tell me that might match with stories he's told me so we know for sure you're not masquerading as the girl he spoke of?
Stig and Galliford and Zin, you also see Caradwen, and you see the whole group is together. You guys watched the entire show.
Is Mason there as well?
Yes.
So Stig will wait till the end of the presentation before he goes, so who's this guy?
He was just tired.
Did you say he was just hired?
Hey, that's what I said. He's just tired. Right, Nick?
Turns
decided?
to Galliford. Did you know about this?
We had an interview. You just weren't there. You guys left before we even ran the interview.
We were gone for only 4 hours. Are you telling me that this guy showed up, had an interview, and was hired in that short of time?
Yes, actually, I am saying that.
Welcome back, by the way, Caradwen. I think the meddlers need a group meeting in the fort. And then afterwards, we'll do an honorable burial for our fallen animals.
You asked for proof that I am indeed who I say I am. I don't know how much he told you, but we do share an enemy that could potentially reach further than our country, as he has allies and agents possibly spread even as far north as here. I don't know if he talked about Al Zakath, but he is a powerful mage who raised Aiden, but Aiden and I found out that he was a wicked man and stole something of great value of his and enraged him.
Gallenford is just nodding as he's looking through the notes when he sat Aiden down to write his story. So far that checks out. What else?
Aiden was also touched somewhere along in his bloodline by Ifrits, as he carried an ancient bloodline, I believe, that was tied to ancient jinn and Ifrits from the fire. What do you call it?
Elemental plane of fire.
The plane of fire. You know, like where fire people come from.
This is slightly new info. Okay, I'll add this to the tale.
Touch the flame. He was a fire Ganassi. I think he had shown that to you guys.
He did, yes. He'd never explained that birthright, but yes. Go on. What can you tell me about his sword?
His sword was a gift from me.
Now that's what I was waiting to hear.
He named it after me. It was crafted by the metalsmiths of the Albagia nomads in my desert country, and I gifted it to him when he journeyed north to find his destiny, to follow his destiny.
Okay, so far what you're telling me checks out with what he told me when I was writing his biography. So, I believe you, but... And I point to Caradwin. She's always very suspicious of new people. She'll keep an eye on you and make sure you're truthful, if you're planning to stick around.
I turn to Caradwin and I wink. 2 eyes, as often as you can spare them.
I hand her the sending stone and say you can call Aiden at any time.
I turn the stone over in my hand and wonder, like, it's a rock. You literally gave me a rock.
Rub it and say, I think it's like 25 words.
So like making a wish on a lamp. I get it. We have the same legends in where I come from, except they're not rocks. They're finely crafted lamps.
So you too know the tale of Alibaba.
I do. He's from where I'm from. Well, at least the legend is born in Edox. Edox is the continent of the country that I'm from.
Yes.
You know, I think I forgot to add that in his tale. I'm gonna jot that down. But, what was your name over there? Mason?
Yeah, I'm Mason Sinclair.
It is an honor to meet you, and you as well. I'm sorry, I didn't even introduce myself, as I had to figure out who you were just to be safe when you mentioned Aiden, but I am Gallenford Storzando. And this is Stig.
Hi, I'm Stig.
The little one there with the green hair is Nyx. And the stern-looking one in that nice hat is Caradwin.
And Lyric is there as well.
Oh, and don't forget Lyric. I'm assuming he's just standing in the doorway watching everything.
Yep.
He's our cleric of the group. Joined not too long ago as well. Mason, they said they hired you. You came to join the Meddlers?
Yeah, I met a guy named Jason Glomore in Aeolipoli. When I asked him about his armor, he said you guys helped him get it, and well, I'm trying to upgrade my armor as much as I can, so I'm hoping we can do that.
Oh, that's right. We did get some parts from the creatures we killed. Yes, we take on missions, help the people, sometimes kill monsters that allow us to make things like like this, and I show my rapier that was made from the dragon scales.
I'll approach him like, ooh, this is impressive. This is good stuff.
Or this scaled armor I'm wearing as well.
Oh yeah, take a look at mine. I made this myself.
Whoa, this is amazing. Well, we can always use the help. We haven't taken on any serious missions, as we're kind of in the middle of trying to upgrade our newly appointed fort. Though that's why we needed to speak with everyone. Because of last night and what Caradwin and Nyx spotted, I think we might have to investigate the forest to make sure there are no ghosts attacking the villagers near our new home.
Well, don't let me stop you. I'm just, it's my first day. I'll let you guys do your thing, and I'll find my place.
Yeah, I mean, you could consider this like a probationary period. I mean, we'll still split things evenly, but, if shit gets too rough, don't feel obligated to stay. You don't have a contract yet.
I'm hoping there's a shovel somewhere in the fort, or we're gonna have to go buy one, but let's give a proper burial to the fallen animals. First, Lyric, if you can help with that, and then we can figure out how to track down whatever attacked Caradwin and Nyx. We still need to talk Caradwin.
Zen, as you you get a response.
I do get a response?
You get a response.
Okay.
Shh. Not safe. Come to Yandrea village.
Do I recognize the voice?
Give me an insight check.
Gullenford, you don't suppose you have a shovel in that bag of holding of yours?
I'm very insightful.
Yes, you are. That is not Aiden's voice.
You know, Go
I
ahead,
hold
Ken.
the stone. I hold the stone away from my ear, and I look to everybody and I say, Aiden does not have the stone. The person who just spoke to me said, and I'll repeat what it said. Shh. It said shh, even though I'm not shushing. What did it say? Shh, come to some village?
Come to Yandrea village.
Are you serious?
So I tell them that a strange voice said that, and it was not Aiden's voice. It sounds like this is right up your alley. This is some kind of mischief. Maybe Aiden is in danger, and perhaps even your other companion, whose body he was carrying, has been desecrated by now. Certainly did not make it to its final resting place.
Alright, we definitely need to figure out some things, everyone. Let's...
What is... Are you familiar with this Yandrea village?
Well, I'm from the Feywild, so I only know some of the places I've been to. That name is unfamiliar to me. Does anyone have a map?
Caradwin, you would know of it. It's close to your hometown. It is primarily known for its livestock, mainly cattle and horses.
This is the village that Damascus was from, right?
Correct.
That's the body that Aiden was taking?
Aye, that's...
Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so then never mind. I misspoke. If that's the case, maybe So Aiden went to Damascus's village to return Damascus's body and lost the stone there. Something happened there. And it fell into somebody else's hands. Whoever answered me was not Aiden.
All right, then I suppose we need to go to the village.
I thank you. I very much appreciate your help, but this is my quest. If you wish to come with me, I would very much appreciate that. But essentially, my whole purpose for being here is to track down Aiden. So this is the best lead I have.
Well, he was one of us as well, so if he's in trouble, then of course we are willing to help. If you don't mind us just passing through that dark forest and making sure our new home isn't attacked when we leave by some random ghost that killed our horse here, then we can be on our way to figure out what happened as well.
It's not going to attack the village or the horse.
What is... Gallenford. Gallenford, Zinfril will give you a slight nod and say, since I cannot offer you anything in the form of payment for your assistance, I would be glad to perform this errand with you if you in turn travel with me to this Yandrea village.
I'll first look to the others before just deciding, is everyone else okay with this? I don't want to just be deciding things, of course.
Oh, you're not the leader? I figure you looked like the most mischievous one here.
Well, I'm the most talkative, of course. I mean, I advertise our name. Am I the leader, guys?
Everybody looks...
I was told they didn't really have a leader.
I speak for the group, but I still look to everyone and make sure we all kind of agree on things. I'm the
spokesperson.
Yeah, I guess you can call me the spokesperson or the mediator. I make sure we try to agree and don't fight. I failed at that last night, but I'll get better at that. Caradwin, I'm sorry.
I restrain from flipping you off, but my hand starts to go up, and I put it down.
You are definitely the most handsome of the group.
Also,
You cut off there. What was that?
I said you are definitely the most handsome in the group. Charismatic, I would say.
I just do a bow. Why, thank you.
Uh-oh, she says. Yeah. Zin might be... Well, no, she's not a flirt. She's just kind. And she also might say things that aren't... she's from a faraway country, so she could stick her foot in her mouth very easily. She is not aware of your customs or your mannerisms.
Just remember, she's here looking for a boyfriend, just not you.
Right.
She's looking for her boyfriend, not a boyfriend.
Right? Let's be specific now. But yeah.
Night is beginning to fall. It's definitely evening.
Did Stig find a shovel? Because he left halfway through this conversation to find a shovel.
You would have eventually have found a shovel, yes.
Okay, while you guys are talking about going to Yandrea, Stig will walk past with a shovel. And he will go bury these two corpses.
Yeah, I was gonna do some kind of like for the animals, but you can do that while we're talking. That's fine. I'll do it over their graves.
I'll bury him next to Bucky's tree. That seems reasonable.
Okay. Are you burying two separate graves or just one big one?
It's easier for one, just one big one.
Okay. So it's gonna take you a good portion of the evening. It's gonna be nightfall by the time you're finished. If you go nonstop.
Yeah, I dig a little bit Then I look at the door and go, no one's going to come out and help me, so I'll just finish it myself.
So in the evening, though, as you're digging, you do see two people approach you, and it's the mill workers. Yes, we're here about the doors.
You're not here to join us, are you?
No, you asked us to come look at the doors.
Yes. Sorry, I just had to ask. It's been a weird day. Yes, let me just...
As you say a weird day, they look over at the two dead animal bodies.
Which are probably in the hole right now. Starting to fill in this massive grave.
Yeah.
Like I said, weird day. Anyway, let me just give you a quick tour of the fort, show you everywhere that needs some critical, tender, loving care, if you know what I mean.
All right. You lead them through. The party sees Stig leading two people through the fort, inspecting the doors and whatnot. You
As soon as I lead them in and I see the party, I just go, contractors.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was about to say, we're getting popular when I'm sure at those tales.
They take measurements. Once you show them around, they say, we can take it from here. You can continue with your work. We will let you know when we leave, and we'll get back to you with a quote.
Yes, I wait. Yes, take your time. But this is a little critical to my comfort.
Understood, but we still gotta make sure we have to do our job as well, and make sure that you, the client, will be happy.
Yes, I appreciate good professional mannerisms. I will show you out.
They leave, and you continue burying. What is the rest of the party doing this evening?
Well, back to grave digging.
On the off chance that we go right away after dealing with the ghost, Gallenford is writing out two letters. One is instructions to leave in the fort if someone does arrive that Professor Beer sends, and then one to have sent out, letting them know that we might be away if he sent someone.
Okay. What was everybody else?
Mason would look around for their pantry to start dinner.
Okay.
I will threaten the stone.
You're gonna threaten the stone?
Yeah. I
have a particular set of skills.
I'm whispering into the stone that if Aiden is harmed, I will harm him back.
You do not get a response back.
Yeah, I know it only works once per day, but I don't. But she doesn't know that.
Right, you're just if you do this,
It's that thing where it's if you lay one hair on top of his head, I will come and I will rip your guts out with my bare hands. And hello?
Yeah.
I feel like you're repeating the lines from Taken through the stone.
What is Taken?
The movie Taken.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
I think that's
what? You have a particular set of skills.
That's
that's exactly what Mason said.
Okay.
I think that's his speech right there.
Yeah, isn't that a cool spell? Check that out, Connor. I can just have a hand guide us to wherever we want to go.
It's MapQuest. You're take me to football. It's in 200 feet, turn left.
Caradwin.
Holy shit, it's 8 hours too.
Yeah, 8 hours. So we can just travel for a day. We just have this hand lead us.
It really is Google Maps.
You know that could have come in real handy in the forest.
I have this spell, and it's a ritual. So as long as I prepare it, I can cast it without using a spell slot.
I know that.
The only
Brad.
thing is, it probably goes straight to it rather than following roads.
I know that, Jeremy. If only somebody had a magical item that could have cast the spell for you.
I know, we had to rely on me.
I remember it as we were flying away.
Ugh, I have to type in ice knife too.
But okay,
Ooh, don't let you
Caradwin,
hear about Ice Knife.
Caradwin, what are you doing this evening?
I'll show Mason and Zin to a room if there's any available.
They're- Go ahead.
That was really it. Then I'll go back to my room.
Okay, yeah, there are definitely 2 rooms available for them.
I feel
I'll
like
also
this
tell
base is.
Zin.
I feel like this base is like the Encanto. It's just 2 more doors appear.
That's awesome. That's how I'm picturing it now.
Yeah, I just watched that movie today in one of my classes.
What movie?
Encanto.
Oh,
It's
that's
one of
right.
the new Disney movies.
Yep. So, Zen, Zin, what are you wishing to do for this evening?
I'll also tell Zin that the stone only works once, so they don't keep whispering threats in it all night.
Thank you. I will stop whispering threats into the stone then. And actually, I would probably return it to whoever handed it to me because it's not mine. And I will. I mean, I guess I'll just try to make myself as comfortable as I can in this room. But finding that the room isn't. I mean, I'm so used to sleeping outside. Is it what's the weather like right now?
It is a cool spring weather. It's clear. You have a nice window. That but it's gonna be a nice evening. This
Are there any trees in the courtyard of this keep or
there is
or
one
not?
tree that where Stig is that's burying the bodies.
I'm gonna sneak out of my room and go sleep under the tree.
I just love how you guys look out and see Stig digging this huge grave by himself and go, he's got this.
No, I would go. I said I was going to go out there with you. If it's not done, I would probably help you. And then I would say a few words regarding the animals that have died here, or that you're burying. And then I would curl up under the tree and sleep there. I'm not really comfortable in rooms. I much prefer outdoors.
Okay. Lyric will you see Lyric walking around doing his ritual prayers. Nyx is what are you doing this evening? It's fine. Just take your time, type it out.
So, Zin, did you tell Stig you're going to just sleep outside?
If you ask why I'm curling up under the tree, yeah, I would say it's comfortable here and it's clear, a clear sky and not too chilly. I'll just sleep here under the tree.
Alright, well, watch out for any undead rising from the ground, and if ghosts appear, come inside.
I'm gonna come inside right after he says that.
I would probably run into you guys at the door and be like, "So, are you guys ready? I think the thing only comes out at night."
I would absolutely. And now you say that, I get a little bit closer to Stig, and say, where was that room again? I'll sleep in the room. It may not be perfect, but it's better than dead things coming out of the ground and haunting you.
Oh, did you guys not want to try and inspect those woods tonight?
I thought I already said it, Gallantford, but it's not going to come out and attack anybody at the village.
Oh, come on, Gallantford. I just spent 4 hours burying the things.
That's a good point. And Erwin, how do you know that?
Because I do, I'd like to leave it at that.
I'll just nod, and then if Carrotwin doesn't brush Gallenford away, he'll try and like walk her over to somewhere where he could talk to her in private.
Stig will lead Zin back to her room, or show her the rooms.
No, Gallenford, you're free to follow me.
So Gallenford gets Carrotwin kind of away. He'll once again. The situation was hectic, but I apologize for my part in it. We've been in this group from the very beginning. I was just trying to keep the peace, but there could have been a better way, so I apologize.
I'm not attacking, I'm testing. I had to manually create this spell. I'm gonna test it again.
No, Zin, please stop testing your spells on me.
Because I gotta see if it works if I level it up. It does. Nice. Okay. Fixed.
The
So,
ghost
yeah.
was after me. It wasn't after the villager. It's the only reason it came out.
It's after you?
Yeah, because I found another note. On the dead guy.
The grave you guys went after.
Yep.
Is this linked to the secret dungeon underneath the fort?
Probably.
So this thing might follow you, similar to how that voice was following Nyx for a while.
Yeah, more than likely.
So then we just need to be on guard. Do you want the others to know?
I don't particularly care today.
Carrotwin's in a really bad mood.
She's just
Yeah.
really down in the dumps.
She,
That's
she,
what it is.
she's
You
been
weren't here last session.
I wasn't.
she's been listening to Linkin Park and My Chemical Romance all day in her room.
But before you get some rest, because I know you're going to need it, I still don't want to give up on Beauregard despite everything that happened. I think there was just a misunderstanding, and we need to know to feed him, of course.
Yeah, that would have been great to know too. Remember when he didn't have a stomach?
Yes, I remember.
I didn't see him grow one, so you know.
Yeah, I just ended up recalling in the Dark Forest how he was kind of feasting on some of those dead corpses, so it's suddenly becoming obvious that we all easily missed that. And I know I can tell you from experience, this is what I explained to Stig when I sat them down. There are some majestic mounts in the Feywild as well, like griffins and stuff. But if I had brought a griffin to this land, if I didn't feed it, it would eat nearby horses, which would be just as bad. So we just need to find out how to maintain its hunger, and I'm sure everything will be fine.
Well, I'm sure we can do that just fine now that it's no longer here.
Oh, I'm sure it'll come back, and then we'll just have to make sure everything is clear right from the get-go. Don't give up hope, but go ahead and get some rest. It was definitely a long 2 days. Tomorrow will be a better day.
What the? God damn it.
I'm sorry. It's the cleanest room we found.
I was in the middle of updating a spell and my computer went back a screen. So I logged out of the game. Damn it. I'll start that all over.
Mason, you You are presented to a room. Do you leave your stuff in there as you go make dinner? I mean, what do you do?
Yeah. Well, it's late, so all the stuff's probably still on the horse, which I'll move the stuff in tomorrow.
Okay. Nix, give me a stealth check.
Is Nick sleeping with 2 bears? How long do these bears last?
Oh, are you asking about those? We picked them up yesterday. They're natural.
Oh, they're natural bears.
Yes. So was the one that we had to bury.
Why would what caused them to die?
You should ask Caradwin about that.
Another night, though. Not tonight.
Stig and Zin are upstairs, away from you two.
Oh, okay. Good point.
Caradwin, Gallenford, where are you guys having this conversation?
I would have probably been... Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Carry on.
I was gonna say I was heading to my room, so
I
probably
guess I'm in my room. So never mind. I wouldn't ask that because I'm in.
Okay.
I went to my room after somebody told me ghosts were going to come out of the ground and eat my soul. And I handed the stone back to whoever gave it to me, and I'm just going to my room to. It's been a long day of traveling and tracking down the.
So I guess we all are on the same level. You probably handed him back when Stig led you past them to a empty room.
Right.
Because I think when we were picking the rooms and the directions, there's the meeting master room. Gallenford tried to pick the room right next to that, and I think Caradwin was right next to that. So we'd be at the end of the hall, basically.
Stig is probably near the end of the hall.
Okay. Well, okay. So Caradwin and Gallenford are in the fort. That's what I wanted to know. Mason,
Yeah, they're probably upstairs.
Mason, as you are after you checked on your horse, you're walking back. You're walking through the front doors, and you hear like a rustling noise.
It's the contractors.
No, the contractors left.
What kind of rustling noise? Like an animal in the rafters?
No, like something's going through a pack.
Okay, well, better not meet my pack. Let's go take a look.
You turn around and you see Nyx rifling through your stuff.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
Oh, well, I saw that you left your stuff here, and you should probably bring this inside so you can grab them.
Yes, clearly. Alright, if you want to help me take this stuff upstairs.
Oh, yes. This is pretty heavy. What are you carrying here?
Let's see. Couple days rations, smith's tools, cooking utensils, iron pot, bedroll, fishing tackle, and a tent.
Oh. More stuff than I carry.
So you guys haul Mason and Nyx. You help Mason haul his stuff up to his room. You guys enter in your bedrooms, and you begin to get some rest. Oh, yeah, Nyx. Where are the bear cubs?
I'm hoping that they're okay. I mean, I'm probably sleeping with them tonight.
Okay. So you're down in the basement where they are at.
Either that or you take them up to your room.
I think that was what Gallenford had advised last time, just to make sure they stayed safe.
Yeah, but I mean, I should probably, now that I think about it, it's gonna be a lot of work. I have to make sure that they go outside to use the bathroom because we don't want waste to pile up. And gotta clean up after them.
The night is quiet. It goes. The sound of a gentle breeze goes through. It is relaxing. Zen, you get you even though you're inside with the window open, you get as comfortable as you can. Give me a perception check, Zen, or Zin. Sorry.
Oh, Jesus. My first crit fail.
All right.
I must be sleeping.
Yep. Stig. You hear the haunting noise of a whimper and scratching at your door.
All right. I've had enough of this. I'm going to kill it, whatever this thing is. I'll go and just fling the door open, ready to attack anything that's sitting there.
You fling the door open and nothing is there.
Great.
But you
close the door, shove the bed against the door.
As you are outside in the hallway, as you open the door, you hear that padding of footfalls, like an animal is walking down the steps.
Well, I'm already up. I'm gonna follow it.
You follow it out. You follow the sound of the noise. It leads you outside into the courtyard.
Tig is a little hesitant to step outside. Can I tell where the footsteps are heading?
You definitely outside. Are you at the front door?
Yes.
You see what seems to be a massive. As you're looking outside, the moon the moon shines down, and in between the courtyard gate, you see what seems to be a shadowy hound. Like a hound. It's black, and you see dark mist coming off of its body.
Caradwin, this is not funny.
Excuse me.
You know what? I'm gonna go and bang on Caradwin's door. What the hell, Caradwin? I know I messed up with your horse, but you don't have to do that. That's uncalled for.
Do the rest of us hear this in the hall?
If he's banging and yelling, you all hear it, yes.
This dome doesn't keep out sound, does it?
I think it did.
Does it?
No.
But I can adjust the atmosphere, so I'm like really comfy. I don't give a shit. I'm sitting through this.
Stig, it's late. What's going on?
Nothing. Caradwin's just getting her revenge, I guess.
What?
Gosh.
I'll peek out the door.
Nah, it's nothing, I get. He's just trying to get me riled up. And it's friggin' working!
Wow. Yeah, I'm awake now.
Oh man, are you sure? I'm pretty sure she's knocked out, man.
No. She's in there. I can feel her mocking me.
What does she do?
Freaking tormenting me with shadow images of my dog.
Wait,
and
what?
I know this is just her getting back at me for what happened yesterday.
Gallifrey's gonna try and blink his eyes open, awake a little bit more. Okay, I know she would do things to get back at you, possibly, but that I don't think she would go that far. What shadowy image of your dog are you? Where?
The one that's been scratching at my door all night and that led me outside. And he's been outside the fort staring at me. And it looks exactly like that shadow thing that she summoned the other day.
The humanoid figure thing?
Yeah, well, if she can make humans, I don't see why she can't make dog forms. Come on, let me show you.
I'll, just in case, grab my sword at least and follow.
All right. You get to the front door, and in the shadows, Stig, you still see the the beast hiding in the shadows, staring at you. It seems to also have something in its mouth.
See?
Do I see it?
Yes.
Can I make out what's in its mouth?
Give me a perception check. Seems to be some sort of band, like a leather band.
Stig, I'm not sure that's Carrot Twin. And I'll kind of just...
Well, if it's not her, then what?
I whisper onto the blade of my rapier, just to use my message spell since I didn't grab my loot. And I'll just be like, Caradwin, there's some shadowy thing out here. Can you come take a look, please?
Alright, I'll get up.
Caradwin, you awake.
Do magical effects go through the hut?
No, they don't.
Nope, that's true. I don't wake up at all.
You don't get a response, Gallenford.
Oh man, she's really knocked out. I'll
Well, you know what?
whisper into the rapier again, but this time to Nyx. Nyx, I hope you're awake already. Can you get the others? We may have a situation outside.
What does whispering into your rapier do?
He's casting message.
Oh, okay. Just curious.
I can use the sword as a magic. I can cast through the sword.
No, I love the flavor text. It's just since I'm just coming into this, I'm actually not sure what you're doing. That's the only reason.
He's pulling a Green Ranger.
Stig, what's your passive perception?
My passive is 14.
You notice that the collar of whiskey's the whiskey's collar that was wrapped around your arm is no longer on your arm.
What the heck? Where'd it go?
Where'd what go?
Whiskey's collar. It's missing.
Is that the leather band it's holding in its mouth?
It's what? Can I tell if he's holding the leather band?
Give me a perception check. You can see it has something in his mouth, but you can't tell what it is.
I'm going to assume it's the band, and I go, "Oh, you're dead." I'm going to stop out there, and I'm going to kill this thing.
What if that is its ghost? I mean, it was in that dark forest when it fell. Maybe it's trying to warn you of something?
No, Whiskey had a good life. He wouldn't come back as a ghost. He earned his rest. This thing is not Whiskey.
You approach with your sword drawn. It drops the band and kind of backs away. You approach it and you pick up and it's Whiskey's collar. And you look at the creature and give me an insight check. Putting two and two together, you believe this is Whiskey.
As a ghost.
Not as a ghost.
As a physical form.
Ah!
I didn't catch that.
It is.
I have an idea. And I'm gonna.
It is definitely in physical form. Oh, there.
I'm gonna come up behind Stig quietly. Can I look at that collar that you have?
Dig is kind of just frozen in place.
Maybe something was inscribed on it, where he is still linked to you through this collar.
If I can.
He'll look at it and hand it over to you.
Trying to do my best at understanding magic and see if maybe somehow there's something magical about this collar now.
And you can see that Stig is actually distraught.
How do you do the thing again? The image thing.
Bracket X close bracket parentheses. Insert the link, but take it back to the JPEG, and then close the parentheses.
Bracket X bracket.
Open parenthesis.
First parenthesis, link, second parenthesis.
Yeah, but the link has to get taken back to the PNG.
Type
Okay.
it out for me, please.
I don't know if I can.
Chris, post the URL and then we can do the bracket stuff.
It's like that. But you stop at mastiff.png.
I'm gonna put it in Discord. There you go.
Or, whatever the extension. If it's a JPEG, you would stop at JPG.
Right.
You just don't add after the file extension.
Okay. Well, that's what the creature looks like.
If my hunch is right, Stig, then I think Whiskey is still with you, linked to this collar. But to know for sure, we'll need Caradwin when she wakes. But I would suggest trying to call him over.
Stig will grab Gallenford and he goes, I will not let Whiskey become another Beauregard. Do you understand?
Whiskey will kind of come up and
Oh my god. Banish it.
As Whiskey comes forward, Stig will step back so they remain distant.
Remember what I told you of the Feywild. Just because something
I don't want to
seems...
hear about the Feywild. He'll grab Whiskey's collar and he will go back inside.
Stig, don't turn your back on him. He needs you.
He needs peace. Let it die in peace.
Stig, as you're walking by, something catches the attention out of the corner of your eye. You turn to look, and the grave you freshly dug has been opened.
Oh my god. I already regret coming here. Can we just go to the village now and find Aiden? Your fort is freaking haunted, dude. You have Pet Cemetery out there in the yard now.
For all that is holy, does nothing stay dead around here?
Apparently, your friend did.
Well,
Damn,
well,
that was
well,
fun.
well, Zin, even though you're not here, we don't know that.
Didn't I woke up when the commotion happened. I'd probably be out in the hall seeing this ghost dog.
Okay, you just say that you woke up and nothing happened after that.
Oh, no, yeah, I would have woke up with the produced flame in my hand and burst out the door to see what was going on. Yeah, Nyx went around and got everybody up.
Okay, I didn't see that. Yeah, so Mason, so everybody's awake and out. You guys all see this shadowy dog sitting there pouting, like it's been disciplined. In it outside of the fort on the outer wall, just kind of sitting there looking sad, and you look over and see Stig approaching the grave that was just freshly dug.
I will motion to Gallenford of the grave. Now, what do you make of this?
I'll walk over and kind of wave the others outside if I see them in the doorway. Okay, I take back what I said. Something else might be at play here. Did Caradwin come out with everyone, or is she still knocked out?
Caradwin's still in bed.
Well, no, if Nyx went and knocked on doors, I would have been able to hear that.
But did you get up?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you were in bed, beginning to get up, you get this cold sensation in your room, even kind of through your dome, like some very uneasy. And you look over and you see the same spirit as last night, just staring at you.
Oh, good. I thought it was Beauregard in her room. Hello, Mommy.
The moment it moves, I summon my own shadow spawn.
It's just kind of staring at you. Can't, and it's kind of touching the dome, but it can't penetrate.
Perfect.
Oh wait, so then we wouldn't know of that.
We are outside.
You guys are outside.
Everybody else is outside.
And Nyx already walked away when this thing appears.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, the tiny hut is not concentration, so I summon this fucking thing immediately. I'm gonna take
You pull out the gem and you cast the spell, but the spell does not go through. You look into the gem and the tears have dried up.
I wouldn't have noticed that after the last time I cast the spell.
I'm going to say no because all the events of everything that has happened from what happened yesterday, I would say you're too preoccupied and too focused on the results of the dig and what happened in the forest.
Alright, I'll make myself cry and put more tears in there so I can cast the fucking spell.
How do you make yourself cry?
Probably just by
Pulling your hair?
physically. Yeah, I was gonna say I'll like start pulling a nose hair.
Oh, ouch! That's making me cry just thinking about it.
Give me a Constitution check.
You summon Morgan. Poke me in the eye.
Yeah, where is Morgan?
I'll say Morgan's chilling with me. I have Morgan and my awakened mind in my dome. I thought keeping an eye out, but fuck these guys. They don't know nothing. A Constitution check?
Yes, to try to make yourself cry.
Alright.
You make yourself cry.
Cool. I fucking scoop my tears into the jib and cast the spell.
Outside in the courtyard, you guys approach the grave. You notice that the hole is small.
I assume. Does it look like something dug its way out?
Give me an investigation check.
I'll assist. That's where you called me over.
It does seem something small, about the size of a bear cub, has dug its way out.
About the size of a bear cub. Oh my god. Nyx is probably being eaten by ghost bears.
Nyx is
Welcome
right
back,
next to you.
Ken.
What?
Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks.
Ken, is it leaving a trail that we could pick up?
You can give me a survival check.
I can pick up any trail. I just need to use magic.
Is anybody going to explain that? Mason says as he points towards the dog.
Oh, that's just whiskey.
That is not whiskey.
Isn't whiskey dead?
I can confirm that is not whiskey. Whiskey is a drink.
I say yes
Stig is
to
gonna fall.
Zin. I say it definitely is to Stig, and then I say, Lyric, can you tell if this is an undead or if maybe it's just a magical thing? Though what we're seeing here with this hole, I'm leaning towards undead.
I'm going to try and follow this trail. If anybody wants to assist, go ahead.
I would help you follow the trail.
Oh, there. Okay, there it is. The trail leads out and back towards the forest. As you guys are exiting through the gate,
Oh no, I'm not walking past demon whiskey.
as you guys are walking,
I'm calling it codenamed vodka or tequila. It's codenamed tequila.
You hear a commotion back in the fort. As you hear a spirit or something begin to wail and do combat. We are going to roll initiative, and then after that we are going to take a 5-minute rest.
Are we doing this just on this map here?
Yeah, we're gonna do a theater of the mind.
So where? Okay, you'll have to describe the scene so I know exactly how far I am from everything.
Right, which I will do.
I don't have a token, so you just want me to roll initiative without clicking on a token, right?
I'm pulling tokens out.
Oh. Where is our fort, by the way, on this map? Are we at Gloomstake?
It's the little Fort Axeness in right above Timberland,
Oh,
way
okay.
up north. The little red circle.
-7.
Hey, Chris, I'm gonna give you a link. If you ever want for fun, it's way cooler. It's what I used in my campaigns. If you use that link, it creates tokens, circular tokens with borders, and you can customize them.
Okay, I
and
never
give them
knew
to-
how. I could never know how to do that. So
You just drag and drop the image into the center of the. You literally just drag the image into the center of the circle, and then you click download, and it saves the file onto your download space. And then I usually rename it. You know, I call it like Brad token or whatever. And then you just put that in Roll20. It's just cool. Just something to have an image or a circular token if you want.
right, I just never knew how you guys did that. So
Yeah, I just use this site. So if you ever want, you can save that link and use it. Let me roll my initiative. Wow. I'm not surprised, by the way, because I'm never fucking surprised.
well, this isn't a surprise round.
Yeah, well, there is no surprise round in 5th edition. Surprise is a condition.
Okay.
You need to make my name visible.
For some reason it won't work on this map, but I made it visible for every.
Why won't it work on this map?
I don't know why it's being weird.
Are you on the map layer?
No, it was being weird. I know for some reason.
Who is this dude?
That's
Lyric.
Lyric, the dwarf cleric. That's Cody's character.
Oh,
Yeah,
is he sleeping?
no, he's up. He's just very quiet right now.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're gonna take since. Oh yeah, I need to roll initiative for Lyric.
Nyx might need someone to roll for her too, since she's driving.
Oh
We're fighting the dog?
No, there's an apparition in Caradwin's room.
Oh.
The sound of the whale came from the opposite direction. I'll paint you a rough picture.
Descending. Stig, you'll go first before Lyric.
God, druids have a lot of freaking spells.
All right. P break. I'll be right back.
All right, is this our fort? Small box inside big box?
As far as we can tell, yeah.
Okay.
So it's like courtyard, then inside is the main fort, and then the third box is like the upstairs.
Okay.
Upstairs is just rooms. First floor is like kitchen and courtyard. Basement is pretty much just one big empty space right now. Ghost Dog is at the gate. Demon Spirit is in Caradwin's room.
And we are down here by the gate.
Yes. We would be here.
I ping red. I should change that. I want to change my red. I want to change it to.
Yeah, I already called red.
Oh, Nyx is green. I can't be green. I can be dark green. Oh, that's too close to Nyx's green. Let me find.
I would
What
say
are druids?
orange or brownish.
Yeah, you're right. I'm a desert druid. I like the orange brown. All right, let's go with That's more like peach. Yeah. We'll go with that. I'm brown. Welcome to Browntown.
I'll be back.
Oh. Okay, so I gotta go in order here. Continual Flame, Dark Vision, Dust Devil. Okay. Earthbind, Enhance, Enlarge. Mind Traps, Flame Blade, Flaming Sphere. Dust, Healing Spirit, Heat Metal. Hold person, lesser, locate animals. Okay, so I gotta create 4 more spells. Then move on to 3rd level.
You know, I think one of my next characters, one of the characters that I'm designing, is going to be a College of Eloquence. He's just going to be a butler.
A butler?
Yeah, he's basically a butler who rolls with the nobility, who knows all the etiquette.
I like it.
I thought of a vampiric druid, the hamper now race druid that grows blood oranges.
You have a unhealthy attraction to vampires, Chris.
No. Unrelated and not proving your point, I did come up with a good season or movie to my idea. I'll message it to you. But it involves Dracula.
So one of the things that is kind of cool about the eloquence is that if somebody uses the bard, your inspiration die, and you fail, they don't lose it.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's called Universal Unfailing Inspiration. Your inspiring words are so persuasive that others feel driven to succeed. When a creature adds one of your bardic inspiration die to its ability check, attack roll, or saving throw, and the roll fails, the creature can keep the bardic inspiration die.
Nice.
That's
And
cool.
then at 14th level, let's see. If the roll succeeds, you can use your reaction to basically inspire another creature. So when someone uses your inspiration and succeeds, you can use that to chain it to another person without expending another dice.
Wow.
Kind of reminds me about the bard I wanted to make, where he's the anti-bard, where he basically says you can't do it and you should try something that you're good at, and you get so ticked off that you succeed just to prove him wrong.
Oh, they fixed Healing Spirit. Good.
Yeah, they fixed Healing Spirit a little bit ago.
Yeah, I haven't actually had a character that had that spell yet, and now druids have it, so it is definitely not broken anymore. It's actually way better. Yeah, but it can only heal a number of times equal to 1 plus your spell ability modifier. So I can only heal you 4 times with this instead of unlimited for 1 minute is what it used to do. Yeah, no, they fixed it. That's good. It's no longer so OP that it makes being a life cleric useless. Druids had become the prime healers in the game.
Okay, sounds like everybody's back. Quick sound check. I think, Carla, though, you're still driving. Caradwin?
I'm here.
Stig?
I'm here.
Gallenford?
I am here.
Zin?
Here.
Mason?
Here.
And Nyx. Again, I think Nyx... I don't know if Nyx is driving, but I think she's still traveling home. Alright, so Stig. You hear a commotion going on back in the fort where Caradwin resides.
Yeah, noticing that Carrigan is not here, I will immediately head towards the commotion, running past Zin and Mason, and as I do, I just say, "Welcome to the Meddlers."
Yeah, I'll just look around for the danger. I don't know what's going on just yet. I hear commotion.
Alright.
I will double move.
Alright, you get into the fort and you hear a shriek coming from Caradwin's room.
Now, does it sound like Caradwin?
No.
Okay. First thing that's in Stig's mind is maybe once I save her, she'll forgive me.
And I'll keep in mind, you guys were asleep, so you guys are not wearing any armor.
Can you sleep in light armor? Like Can I sleep in my hide armor, or do I have to take it off?
I think the rules were you can't sleep in any armor.
I thought it was medium or heavier.
I couldn't remember. I just always remember the rules wise we couldn't sleep in armor.
Mason would have put his armor on. It only takes an action.
Sleeping in light armor has no adverse effect on the wearer, but sleeping in medium or heavy armor makes it difficult to recover fully during a long rest.
Okay.
Sleep in medium or heavy armor, you regain only 1/4 of your spent hit dice. That's the raw.
Okay, those were the rules I was using, so.
So I can be having... Good, I never take my animal skins off.
So Mason, you're saying that with Nick's banging on the door and the yelling, you would have put on your armor?
Yeah, I basically wear like a coat. It only takes an action to put it on.
Okay.
I picture he just like steps in like Iron Man and just.
Well, the way I pictured his armor is it's that coat he's wearing in his picture, and then when he just like hits a switch, and instead of becoming like flowing fabric, it just hardens into scale mail.
So Batman.
Is it like Mel that does that?
He's an armor artificer.
I'm an armorer.
Gotcha.
All right.
Sorry if I spoiled that for you, B.
That's
I can't
fine.
wait to see it.
Lyric is going to double move into the fort as well. Nyx.
Chris, I've made this little just basic layout.
Okay. I don't know what this third circle square.
Upstairs.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm just picking out my laptop.
Oh, you're fine. Take your time. But everybody is outside in this corner, except for. Nick, are you double? I'm assuming you're going to be double moving into the fort.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's everyone by herself, and that's not usually a good thing.
All right. The creature, standing off with your specter. Forgive me, Connor. Does your specter have like hit points and everything like that?
Yeah, he does. It's on the. I have it pulled up on his sheet. I am in the dome, and I cast that in the dome. I don't know if he's reaching through that.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he wouldn't be able to get to him.
Yeah.
You see the creature, the spirit, come down and go through your floorboards.
Perfect.
You guys, everybody inside, so Stig, Lyric, and Nyx. Nyx, you see the familiar creature of last night in the forest flow through, seems to be the floor, and rise back up underneath into the dome. Again, it's going to point at you, Caradwyn. It doesn't speak. It does a kind of a wail, an incoherent wail, and point is like it wants something from you. And it's going to touch you, or try to touch you, while you're wearing your 90 gown. With a crit.
Jesus. Alip. Alip.
Yeah, I'm dead. There's no way I survived this. Pretty sure this happened last time too.
Isn't this funny? One hit killed.
Is there a reason why you rolled initiative?
Oh!
Yeah, that's an initiative roll,
Oops.
DM.
Oops!
I mean, yeah, you go first. What does that matter?
That's not an attack.
I don't know why. Okay.
Maybe because you clicked it?
10!
That'll miss. That will actually miss my armor class without mage armor on.
Alright. You roll out of bed as it sinks its hand into the mattress.
Oh my god, dude! I got a fucking 11 armor class right now.
Oh, good
Thank
call
God it wasn't
on the initiative. Mason.
So Mason, he activates his armor. It brings up the helmet and it goes gloves and everything, and he runs after Stig and like, all right, I'm just gonna be following your lead.
All right, you double move into there, and you ask where you see the group, and they're kind of getting ready to run upstairs.
Gonna make a good first impression, boss.
The hound, the shadow mastiff, is going to run indoors and begin to again run up the stairs. Zin.
I will move. I will double move, or I'll move first into the courtyard here.
You're already in the courtyard.
Okay, so everybody ran inside the house.
Yes.
I'm still out here with you.
I'm gonna use my action to change my form. So I'm gonna wild shape into. Let's go Jakuli.
Jacuzzi?
It's called a Jakuli.
What is a Chakuli? So I know what I'm seeing.
Okay.
I think it's. I looked it up. It looks like an armored snake.
Yep. I'll find an image for you.
Where'd you find that beast?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's
Old
from.
Club?
It's from also on Tomb of Annihilation.
So it's a creature from Tomb of Annihilation.
Correct.
I don't have it. Actually, don't have that token. Okay, which is surprising.
Here, I'll put the image in the game. You can just use my token. It's fine.
Okay.
I have the stat block,
All right.
so I'll just use like /roll and all that.
Galliford, you see Zin form into what seemed to be some sort of exotic snake, a creature you have never seen before.
So I used my movement to get as close to the building as I could get, and then I will use my action to shape change into the snake.
All right.
Oh, interesting.
And it is a snake native to the continent I'm from, so it's not from here.
Correct. Galliford.
So Galliford is unarmored. He would have been in fancy-looking pajamas. So I'll kind of bring my rapier up, and I'll just repeat over and over, all for one and one for all for one and one for all, as I cast Mirror Image, and then I will run after everyone. Might be able to get not as far as them since they double moved, but somewhat close because I have a 40-foot movement speed.
You get to there, right outside the door. Caradwin.
I'm gonna first drop the hut. I don't think I need it anymore. And then probably a bit better to cast Mage Armor again to defend myself. I'm a class of 14. I'm going to open my door and start running.
Okay.
Before I go, I'm going to command my thing to kill the whatever the fuck that is. And I'm gonna run.
Okay. You are going to provoke from it.
Oh, that's right. It's right next to me, isn't it?
Yep.
Shit.
You said you're moving.
I forgot it was right next to me. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, well.
It grabs into your through your chest, and it sends a howling scream directly into your mind as you are running away from it.
Cool. I still run, and this guy, who I will summon in the despair form, as well, by the way, which does a thing. Because I've had a shitty day, so he's being summoned in the despair form.
Okay.
Which means his movement speed is, or he would have been summoned, sorry. His movement speed is reduced by 20 feet. by being next to it. And then I will attack with my Chilling Rend.
Well, I thought you were running.
And then, oh, sorry, this is my Shadow Spawn. It's a free action to command him. I can
Oh,
post
okay,
that spell
okay,
with him.
okay.
But Caradwin, is he still there?
Oh, shit. That's a good point. That's a great point. I didn't even think about that. Nope. Bye-bye. Alright, well, I'm dead. I'll see you guys later.
That's okay. We have 2 replacements for you.
You still ran out, right?
Yeah, she's ran out. I say she'll take her action to get downstairs. Her movement.
Chris, do you want me to roll hit points for the creature, or do I just take the average?
You take the average. You take the base.
All right.
Morgan.
I should also say, because I did say he was in the room keeping an eye on me, I do have my Awakened Mind in there too. Who's just kind of chilling, not doing anything.
Okay.
Morgan is also going to get the fuck out of Dodge and meet back up with me.
All right.
That's what Morgan's going to do.
Stig, you see Caradwin coming down in her nightgown, and she's looking worse for wear.
What is it? What is it, and how do I kill it?
There's a genuine moment where she's not even sure if she wants to talk to Stig.
I will. Do I need to double move to get to her?
No.
I'll move up and I will grab her and I will shake her. Answer me, woman!
Oh my god.
First of all, get your hands off me. Second of all, I didn't do anything to your fucking dog. And I'm gonna keep going. I don't give a shit about Stig right now.
All right.
Jesus.
He goes. First, I'm glad to see you're back to your senses. 2, how did you know about my dog? You were up. You never came back down.
I can hear you through the dome.
All right, now that you have your senses, what is it?
Stig, that's your action.
Okay, be glad Caradwin, be glad I didn't slap you, silly.
I fucking should have fireballed your ass so hard
I am genuinely concerned about the health of this group.
You know I haven't saved you yet.
Lyric is going to move upstairs and see the creature. He is going to... Where's his... I don't see his channel divinity.
He's a Twilight cleric.
He is a Twilight cleric.
So yeah, he gets an aura of healing.
It's a 30 feet aura that heals, gives 10 hit points to anybody that starts their turn in the...
Is it healing aura?
Yeah.
It's a buffing aura.
Okay.
They don't exactly heal.
Don't all clerics get, turn undead, though?
Sort of. Some of them turn them, and some of them stun them.
Every cleric gets turn undead.
Okay, I see turn undead, and he has to have C rules.
Turn undead 5e. How's that? Turn undead is in the compendium. You can just pull it up from the compendium in roll 20.
I believe it's 30 feet, and it's a wisdom save.
Correct. But sometimes it frightens them, and sometimes it doesn't. It does. Certain clerics of certain domains do different things.
Not this one. Turn undead is just the basic.
There's an additional that some clerics get, but all clerics get the base turn undead.
Yeah, he doesn't have any fancy things for turning undead.
Okay, as an action, you present your holy symbols 30 feet. The creature. Okay, so
He's still new to Roll20. I was supposed to help him with setting up his sheet, but
Okay.
forgot.
Wisdom save. Oh.
Yeah, the only channel divinity that Twilight clerics get is the Sanctuary.
Okay, I have a DM question. Because this turn undead intelligent wisdom saving throw. The creature it is turned. Okay. A turned creature must spend. Okay, never mind. I would say it doesn't say that the creature is frightened. It is considered
No,
turned.
it tells you what it can do on its turn, and those are the only things it can do on its turn.
Okay.
Turned.
It's similar to frightened, but it's not frightened.
Okay, that's what I was looking for.
You're forcing it to move away.
So wisdom save. An 11. His DC. It's a spell saving DC, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It failed.
So it's turned.
It is considered turned.
Until it takes damage.
Correct.
Or for 1 minute.
But that is what Lyric is doing this turn. Nyx.
Nyx is gonna go 5, 10.
Oh, if
20.
you're going upstairs, it just takes your movement to get upstairs.
Yeah, I'm going upstairs then.
Okay, yeah, it just takes your full movement to get upstairs, and you see the same creature as last night.
That thing attacked us last night. How did it get in here? And then she's going to cast. Actually, no, she's not going to cast anything right now. She's just looking at everybody else. I'm like, okay, so do we attack it or do we run? And that's it.
All right. The creature is going to run away from Lyric, chasing after Caradwin.
I'm sure it could probably reach me. Because, I think it has to start its turn within my thing's aura, so I think, yeah. It has its normal move.
The creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away as it can, so it has to move as far away, so it's going to double move to outside.
It's gonna pass me?
It can go through walls.
Does it pass me? I'm a large snake by the entrance. Where is it? I don't know where it is. Oh, it went straight that way. Okay. Never mind.
Mason.
Mind explaining what that thing is? I think I'm right next to Caradwin.
Caradwin's upstairs.
Well, let's go upstairs.
Caradwin is
What's going on?
downstairs.
I didn't make it large enough for everyone to fit.
Caradwin is downstairs.
Oh, so she passed me?
Yes, she says she kept on walking. She didn't answer your
On
question.
my turn?
She made it downstairs on her turn.
So why did I go upstairs?
I thought you said.
Then I'm downstairs.
I thought you said you went upstairs.
Yeah, I said I went upstairs to Caradwin.
Did I screw this up?
You said
Upstairs from where he was, I think is what he meant.
What I got was that Caradwin, like, all she was able to do was get out of her room. So I ran upstairs to talk to her.
Okay, no, she would have ran. She used her movement to get downstairs, out of her room downstairs.
Okay, then
That's
I'm
when-
downstairs.
Then that's when you were talking to her. I thought you were. I heard something about upstairs, so I thought you moved upstairs.
Yes, I moved upstairs to Caradwin.
Okay.
Because she was still upstairs in our...
I thought afterwards. After
What do
you,
you mean?
because she said she walked away.
Yeah, that was still my turn. She can't move on my turn.
That's not what I'm saying. Your whole action was to talk with her.
Yes. I walked upstairs to talk to her.
Okay, you're still
And then
downstairs.
I think-
You're still
and then I
downstairs.
think-
And we're continuing on. You're downstairs.
Okay.
Mason.
Caradon, you want to explain what that is?
Big fucking
Like-
ghost.
Or you want me to shoot
Like
it or
I'm
not?
bleeding out of my ears and eyes as I say that. Like I'm just.
A big fucking ghost. Yes, I love it. That's exactly what it is.
You want me to shoot it or what?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna shoot it.
It's outside. You don't see it.
There's no windows.
I would say, yeah,
No.
you're in a fort. There will be some windows.
Okay, we'll find a window and we'll shoot it with. Let me see what I got.
I would say Lyric would have said it went out. It faced through the walls. So
We'll just shoot it with a produced flame if it's within 30 feet. If not, I'll shoot it with something longer.
I would say, for this, yeah, because they had to double move to get outside. Uh,
15
hit.
for 10 fire. I'm not sure why it's rolling damage.
Right.
Then I'm also gonna bonus action. What is this? Defensive field, and I'm gonna give myself 6 temporary hit points.
All right. Whiskey is going to.
Tequila.
What?
It is codenamed Tequila. It is not whiskey.
Tequila is going to run outside and double move to get around the corner. You guys, Zin and Galliford, you see the Shadow Massive bolt outside and running.
Wait. I might have reach. Hold on. If it runs within my reach, no, I don't have reach. Never mind.
You were gonna attack the dog.
Yeah, I don't know what the dog is. It's the spirit.
You can. I mean, it runs past. It has to run out through the front door, so you can make an attack roll against it.
Attack it then. With my reaction. I don't. Why would I not attack it? It's a spirit, and we're being attacked by ghosts. I'm
I
gonna.
did say from the get-go, though, if you take this into account to make your judgment, that, that's just whiskey.
Right, and I've seen the reaction to whiskey by its previous owner not being favorable. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I'm gonna attack it.
Okay, go for it.
Just my reaction. I still get my turn. D20 plus 4 for my bite attack.
Make it a good one.
Oh, well, sorry. I got a 6.
You snap at him, but he jumps over you and keeps running. Zin.
Alright, so I'm not sure what's going on, but I have a climb speed of 20 feet. Can I, just climb up the wall like a giant snake clinging to the side of the wall and climb around the side of the building and looking for a window and see this thing dashing out of the building?
With the condition of that the keep is currently in, I would say yes. If it was, updated and pristine, you would need like a spider climb or something like that. But currently, yes, I will allow you to climb up the wall.
Okay. If I have a climb speed of 20 feet, would that get me within 30 feet of the creature?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna do my spring attack.
Let's say you're like right there.
So from the moment I spot the ghosty thing, as I'm climbing around the side of the building, I'm gonna use my spring attack, which means I can jump 30 feet in a straight line at the creature. And if I move at least 10 feet, I can hit it and do extra damage if I hit it.
I must ask: is your attacks considered magical?
No. Nope. This is I think that's only. Well, wait. No, I think that's only moon druids that get magical beast attacks. I don't think land druids ever get that.
So go ahead and make your attack roll.
All right, so it's just another bite attack. God damn it! I hate this fucking game. I crit fail. So I spring and smack my head into the side of the wall and miss the creature entirely. And I'm somewhere over here now.
It's still running away, so it's like you missed it as it's running, so you got behind it and you're up against the wall on the opposite wall.
Yep, that's the end of my turn.
All right, Gallenford.
So I saw Whiskey run back out the door and Zin crawl up the wall. So I spin around. I'm gonna follow to see if why they went that direction.
Okay. With your movement, I would say you can get to the corner or whatnot.
I'll stop there and kind of just point my sword at the creature. And which one should I use? I'll just yell out, "You look like a scab on a troll's wart," as I cast vicious mockery at the creature.
All right.
Oh man, he saved.
He oversaved.
Do I take any damage?
Nope, it does nothing because you saved.
I thought also. Okay. There, yeah, you're right. All right. Caradwin.
Shit. Can this guy? I think this guy can move through walls too. Let me double check. Can you move through walls? Manifesting. First one is intangible, doesn't occupy a space. Okay. So if it's intangible and it doesn't occupy a space, does that mean I can move it through walls?
I think intangible means that it can pass through walls.
Perfect. I would like to command him as think it's a bonus action to move him. Yes. To follow after this thing. I don't know if 30 feet is enough, but I'd like my awakened mind to get next to this thing. I'm not sure how far that thing moved, but that's my goal.
Hold on. Okay, for now, I'm going to say yes, it can move through walls. I wanted to double check the ruling. But
I mean, it doesn't say, it just says that it's intangible.
Yeah.
And also it sheds light, so it's a bit of a night light too. How close can he get to the ghost?
What's this movement speed?
I can command it to move 30 feet. I don't think it's enough, but if I can get it outside, that's kind of my... if I can get it outside within range, or just within sight.
It won't make it this turn.
Outside?
Yes.
Okay. That's fine. Then I'm going to... Okay, is there a window that I can get to then with my movement to see out of? Sort of like Mason?
Yeah.
Cool. This guy doesn't fly, does he? No, he does not. Because this thing is in the air, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Alright. In that case, I will just cast a Scorching Ray at the thing floating in the air.
I found it that as well. Okay, make your attack rolls.
Okay. Feels bad for these windows. There it is. I'm on normal. 17.
Hit.
7 fire damage. 23. 8 fire damage. And 16?
16 is a hit.
Alright, for a 4.
Alright, this specter is beginning to dissipate, beginning to fall apart. However, it is still around and is no longer turned as it turns its gaze back to you, Morrigan. I mean, yeah, not Morrigan.
I was gonna say rip the bird.
not Morrigan.
Again.
Caradwin.
Yeah, fair enough. I got mage armor up now, so hopefully that'll help.
Morrigan.
Morgan's on my shoulder, just in case. And I don't think I have a healing potion to give Morgan, unfortunately.
Okay.
Let me double check. I do have a healing potion, but actually, yeah, I'm gonna give Morgan, if possible, I'm gonna have Morgan go through my bag and tell her that, hey, I have a healing potion in there.
Okay, so
have her
Morgan
grab it.
flies up and goes through your bag to get your potion.
Oh shit! Yeah, my bag's in my room.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. That's a good point. All right, that's fine. Morgan can still do that.
All right, Stig.
Stig is going to move up to Caradwin. He's going to ready his action for when this ghost creature gets in range.
Okay.
And can he tell that it's focused on Caradwin?
You look. Stig can look outside the window, and you can see it has his gaze on Caradwin.
So I'll have my action ready to wield my vampire blade.
Okay.
I'll say it seems pretty interested in you.
I'm not talking to Stig.
Jesus, that's so funny. You guys are gonna have to make peace eventually.
I swear.
No, we don't. We don't have to.
Like I commented earlier, by the end of this campaign, Stig and Caradwin are gonna be sleeping together.
Just like you and the twin sister, right?
Oh no, we're not getting that. No, no. That is completely different. So Stig, is that your turn?
Yes.
All right. Lyric is going to move downstairs and go up to Caradwin. Oh, he only has Healing Word? He's going to cast Healing Word.
Hey, I have that too.
Doug, can you help Cody finish his character sheet?
Yeah.
Chris, if it's okay, instead of the Vampire Blade, which I know doesn't do as well against undead, I'm going to have my Predator Sword.
That's fine. Yeah, I would say you would know.
I have tested it before.
So 1d4 plus 6. You get 10 hit points back, Caradwin.
Wow, +6 for
Of course-
Healing Word.
He-
He has a +6
Oh,
modifier.
oh.
With
That goddamn it! That was his attack modifier. That's my bad. It's wisdom.
probably 7.
Yes, plus 4 plus 3, so 7.
Okay, so
7
I'll just
total.
subtract 3 from that.
Say if you're a life cleric, yes. If you're not a life cleric, then no.
Okay.
Something's broken.
Yep.
Nyx.
I'm gonna go back to where Caradwin is, I guess, if I can make it that far.
Yeah, you could. It takes your movement to get downstairs and whatnot. So,
Okay.
but you can make it up to Caradwin.
I'm gonna cast Protection from Good and Evil on Caradwin and be like, please, you have to tell us what it is that's going on and why this keeps happening. And yeah, she'll do that.
Nyx, that wasn't you, he says, pointing to the front door.
Huh? I didn't do anything.
Okay, we might have another big problem.
Wait, she can do that?
Well, Nyx can shape herself into some wild animals. Isn't that right, Nyx?
Yeah, normally bears, but I can do other things too, like cats and
Yeah,
squirrels.
but not giant centipede creatures, right?
No, none of those things.
Okay.
I don't even know what that is.
So yeah, we might have a big problem.
That's
So,
true. Only one of you saw me transform. That was the bard.
so,
He'll sing songs about it.
So Caradwin, you feel Nyx's natural magic flow through you in a protective way. Is that your turn, Nyx?
Yeah. For now, I'm just gonna do that.
All right, it is going to move down in front of you, Caradwin, at the window, so it is within range of Stig.
And I might as well attack recklessly. No, I'll attack normal. I don't need to recklessly attack for somebody who hasn't earned it. Me.
You hit the wall right, the corner of the window. The window blocks your attack.
Okay.
Feign Death is a player's handbook spell, and that's not in the compendium. What the fuck?
Yeah, I will.
Never-
For my game, I will fix it so you can have access. I'm sure there's a way to do that.
I'm sure I'll be done adding all the spells manually by the time the end of the campaign, by the end of tonight. But when I get to 4th level, that'll be very helpful.
So it's going to whisper. Caradwin is gonna whisper at Caradwin, Stig, and at you, Mason. No, Lyric. As it does this. So Caradwin, you roll with advantage. Stig, I need a wisdom saving throw, and I'll roll for Lyric.
I'm going to use my inspiration that I got tonight to roll with advantage.
Did you say I roll with advantage?
Yeah, because of protection between good and evil.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, it would have been funny to willingly have Stig fail this so that he could attack Caradwin and blame it on this ghost, but
you take no damage as you are overcome its whispers. Mason.
He's gonna, smack his fists together and they spark with electricity, and he's gonna go punch it twice.
Okay.
Nice. I'm liking this character already. One action. He's a freaking Iron Man.
All right. A 17 will hit. You punch it square in the chest. The arcing of the electricity flowing through your armor into it. It seems like the creature becomes that of a thunder or a lightning cloud, and it hollers in pain as it dissipates.
good hire. Now I wonder where that other one went. She could probably be pretty useful for dealing with that giant serpent creature.
Yeah, can I look out the window for the giant serpent creature and be like, it's over there?
As I see the cloud dissipate, I'll just call inside, "Good job, whoever used the lightning."
I'll just lean out the window and give him a thumbs up. Yeah.
Careful, Gallenford, there's a big snake thing.
As I hear them yelling about the big snake thing, it occurs to me that they might be talking about me. So I'm going to use a bonus action to revert to my normal form.
And as you're doing that, I just call out, "Oh, that's just Zin. She's like Nyx."
Oh, really? Well, go see if she's okay. I think I heard a big ka-thunk.
Yeah, that was me hitting the fucking wall.
And as for you, Caradwin,
I walk away.
I
Chris,
will
why
call out
did you
also.
take
By the way, you... Oh, sorry, Ken.
Because, so, I only came out of beast form because you took us out of initiative, but I was going to attack this thing.
I'm actually calling out, "By the way, I think your dog was trying to help."
Oh, when I hear that, then that's fine. Now we can be out of initiative. But yeah, in the moment, it was like the dog's turn and then my turn. I was gonna spring at the dog.
Oh, okay. I apologize. I should have asked. I thought about it, I'm like, there has been no.
I don't know that thing is friendly. It's a ghost.
Gallenford's been pretty close to it this whole time,
Right.
trusting
Where I
it.
come from, spirits are not friendly. So I'm very confused as to, like, you guys make friends with dead things?
Caradwin, don't you walk away from me. You can't ignore this.
Our love is real.
Don't ignore my advances.
Karen, please. I thought we were friends. Can you just please explain this?
Yes, I would like an explanation, please.
Not now, Mason.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hearing the commotion, I'm going to pet Whiskey and say, "Don't worry, he'll come around." And then I'll head inside to try and help dissolve the situation going on.
I feel like I'm too new to the group to participate in whatever drama has unfolded here. So while nobody's watching me, I am going to shape change into a small beetle and crawl to a little hiding space and just listen.
Okay.
Alright, everyone, I was hoping we had more time to cool off, but how about everyone sit down and relax, and then I'll explain what just transpired.
Oh, I have to hear this.
A giant fire
going
beetle
straight to
is
my
a
room, by the
small
way.
beast. So I am I'm no bigger than a cat, and I'm just kind of hiding in a corner somewhere.
To be quite
You
honest,
also-
that's a big fucking beetle.
You also glow in the dark.
I only glow in the dark if I want to, I think. Oh no, I guess I'm always illuminated.
I think it would be fair to say that you can glow when you want to.
I feel like I could be like a firefly, but now it says illumination. I shed bright light in a 10-foot radius. So that's not a very good hiding thing. So never mind.
You're
I'll
just a
tr-
regular giant beetle. I'm
No,
sure.
I'll-
I'm sure there's just a plain like. You could just be a tiny centipede.
No, the reason I took that form is because I figured I didn't have dark vision, and if anybody else didn't have dark vision, I could turn into a giant beetle, and you could just hold me in your hand, and I would be a little light torch.
Yes, but I'm also saying that I'm sure it's reasonable that you've seen like a millipede or a centipede as well.
Yeah, it's just not one of my chosen. Giant lizard is one of my chosen forms, though. I think, isn't it?
Yeah, you said giant lizard.
How big are they? Oh, they're large. Never mind. I don't. That's not gonna hide.
Mason's gonna go make himself a cup of tea. Anybody want?
Yeah,
anybody want some tea?
I'll have some tea while I listen to the. I'll just be me. I'm not. I am a little uncomfortable because I'm not really aware of what the drama is unfolding. But I suppose if I'm gonna travel with you guys, I should get to know you a little better. So, I'll listen.
You know, I think we can trail all our problems to when Damascus died.
I said we needed therapy. Does anybody know a good therapist?
Now, I'll be the little.
Every time I had a
Negotiator.
problem, I talked to Whiskey, and he was a great listener. He knew
I'll
exactly
just
what to say.
gesture my hand to the dog standing right outside, waiting for you to acknowledge him.
I ignore that.
See, there's too much ignoring going on. Now, he did not attack and actually tried to assist you when all this
Whoa,
stuff
we're not
happened.
talking about this right now. We're talking about her and whatever that was.
I'm in my room, by the way. Door locked.
Wow. Jaredwin's not talking to anyone about anything.
We're talking about her, and there's nobody there.
It's just
Yeah,
we're talking about
Yeah.
we
say-
look and we just hear the door slam.
You mean
I'm just knocking on the door and just going, how does that go again? That one song from Frozen, the first one.
What?
She's just knocking on the door.
Carrot, when can you hear me?
do
Oh,
you want to
God.
make a snowman? Yeah.
It begins to snow, and you see a demonic snowman outside attacking
Of course,
the fort.
it's a demonic snowman.
It's Fizz Wizzly.
He's back, and I don't have control over him.
Please come out the door. Please don't go and hide your feelings, please. And she's just bawling right now. It's like, please, I don't understand.
I let Nix in, and then I shut the door again.
Since Stig is still in front of me, I'll just explain. The ghost was something that would have needed to be dealt with, whether Carwin had found it or not. That info about the chest we opened and that secret dungeon and everything. Well, she
know-
did find something, just like she thought she might when we were skeptical,
You know,
and
ever
the ghost
since
is trying to stop it.
Ever since she's been hooked on to these rune things, bad things have been happening. And it's not that she's uncovering these things, it's that she won't tell us what is going on. And if we don't know, how are we supposed to prepare? I feel like I have been denied most critical, needful information.
This is a good argument, but counter argument on her part, where you both can try and find
See,
a
Gallifrey, you
medium
gotta
spot.
stop defending her. Else she'll keep doing this. She'll.
This is defending both of you. This
I
is
can
merely pointing
defend
her.
myself.
Yes, and you put your argument there. Where I understand your arguments, now here's to understand hers. It's hard for her to point out stuff when, because of her nature of abilities, all seem pretty dark and gloomy, we get the reactions that you're getting towards the dog, which makes it hard for her to express these things. She'd probably be more open if she didn't get the backlash.
Well, the backlash only comes when the threat is real.
We're the meddlers of mischief, there's always going to be threats. Let's try and meet it
And you
head on
think I don't know
together.
that? I was trained in that cursed Herman under the Monster Hunter Guild. I know threats.
Yeah, so let's remember that we're all on the same side.
Well, make sure you tell her that.
From my observation, it seems that as long as there is a threat to any of you, you are all on each other's side. But when there is no threat, each of you seem to be the threat to each other. But I'm just observing. I have no idea what caused the tension that I feel in the air between those two. And I haven't really even had a full conversation with the girl with the hat yet. That keeps locking herself in a room like a teenager throwing a temper tantrum.
She's still getting over a companion that fell, and it's hard for her to trust. So it does take some time.
Yeah, let me lay it out for you. You know that bear cub we buried this morning, today?
Yes, sadly, I do remember the bear cub.
It was her abomination what devoured it.
The bear cub's death was the responsibility of the one with the hat?
In a way, yes.
It was a mount that is of dark nature, but that same mount saved us from an actual evil abomination. We were unaware that the creature needed to feed, similar to other creatures.
So you dealt with the abomination, correct?
The mount is not the abomination. It saved us from an abomination.
If the mount took the life of an innocent beast, it is an abomination that needs to be dealt with. That's not a price that you're willing to pay the price of innocent souls in order to save your own?
This is what I've been saying, Gallenford.
I don't think that's a fair price ever to pay. The price of innocent souls is never the cost of your own safety. If you're warriors for good.
And if we hadn't caught it, it was going to go after the others.
If you're warriors of evil, then sure, take any innocent lives you want in order to maintain your own safety and security. But I had heard rumors that you were not an evil band of adventurers.
You were good with animals, yes, Sin?
I consider myself a friend to the beasts, yes?
Now pretend you're unaware of the nature of an animal and you're a new owner to a pet that has saved you, befriended you, and everything, but you don't know that you have to give it certain things. You wake up and it killed another creature because it was hungry. Is that its fault, or do you just need to be more aware of its needs and move forward with that? Or do you just put it down because of a mistake you made?
I have never kept a creature for a pet that I did not fully understand what it needed to eat. Usually I observe a creature in its natural habitat before I decide whether it can be domesticated.
That's fair, but just putting yourself in that hypothetical, is that fair to the creature?
Are wild by nature and do things that might be considered horrible or tragic, but that doesn't make the creature evil. In this case, though, what exactly are you talking about that needed to consume a bear cub? As far as I know, bears are very high up on the natural hierarchy of beasts. and don't have very many predators. What would
Well,
prey on a bear cub?
nothing natural, I can tell you that. But
Okay, so
Gallenford, I understand where you're coming from. But not only did she not understand this creature, but she was also incapable of controlling it. And that is why it needed to be put down.
Also, are you saying that if a beloved pet, such as a dog, suddenly attacks somebody, you wouldn't consider taking more actions?
correct. That's my question as well. If a beloved pet goes mad and attacks something, then that beloved pet is gone. It has to
I,
be. It can't be spared.
Well, you
Gallen,
also have more chances.
Gallenford,
This thing,
Gallenford, I know you're trying to do good and keep this together, but you're kind of in the minority right now.
Real quick, you call it an abomination. Can you tell us exactly what kind of creature it is?
Thank you. Yes, I'm still waiting to hear you describe to me what this thing is that saved your life.
Gallenford, you would know more about it than I.
it started off as a bone horse that helped us escape from a tomb where we found a sword allowing us to slay a dragon. Another long
Okay,
story.
wait. A bone horse? What's a bone horse?
I think he means a skeletal horse, an undead creature.
Yes.
Is that tea?
Oh, yes, here, please have some. At the mention of skeletal horse like undead, Mason's gonna kiss his amulet and be like, "Ah, Frey, please protect me. The witches are coming."
From there, the horse has actually aided us in a lot of things that we have fought, even before we met Stig. And then, the only reason we escaped that dark forest of ghosts and the witch, along with whatever it summoned to come after us, it was the reason we escaped with all our lives. The thing is licensed by the capital under Caradwyn, so it is trusted under her protection and everything. But with all the evolutions it's gone through, we were unaware of some of its needs.
Okay, wait. Evolutions. You want to clarify that?
The reason it was able to save us from whatever that thing was that was chasing us is because it garnered some wings, so it can fly now.
So,
Like a
okay,
Pegasus.
if I'm understanding this, you started with a creature that was somewhat unnatural, a bone horse, as you called it, and this creature is evolving and requiring new sources of food as it evolves, and you were unaware of, because of how quickly it's evolving, what it needs to feed on. So, are you protecting the unnatural creature? Because my fear would be that if it evolves to a certain point that it needs to eat you, and you don't know that, and you wake up and Nyx is dead because the horse has devoured her, then you justify that because the horse saved your life at some point? I
You
think
guys misunderstand. I put up an argument, and I'm saying one action doesn't justify ending something.
Yeah, we're
Now,
saying
if
it's
it
not
was to
just
repeat it,
Gallenford. We're saying it's not just the one action; it's the accumulative of this entire creature.
I
and
think
if
what we're saying is the longer you have it, the longer it's alive, the more powerful it gets, and you can't control it anymore.
correct. That's
I
my
think I think you are blinded by the single fact that it once saved us, inadvertent that it technically saved itself, inadvertently saving us as well. When you think about it,
not necessarily. I think that thing could have protected itself far longer out there. But you
you
also must take
I
into account. Hold on,
I
Stig.
looking back, and I don't think once I ever saw you in control of that horse.
you have some connection to the creature. I understand that being emotionally tied to a creature for whatever reason, whatever your reasons may be. But if the creature could cause harm to the people or things that you care about, maybe it's time to sever that emotional bond.
I'm saying the actions you are basing it on are slim to its others, and we are too quick to judge without giving it the chance to actually anyone to learn from the situation. Just like what a wizard or anyone else would do. Is it game over from your first mistake, or do you learn from it
On the
and then
severity
move forward?
if you the severity of its mistake is the taking of an innocent beast's life. I think there are some lines that you just cannot cross.
The fact that that it clearly showed that it will just attack whatever.
So where is this creature now? And why does this relate to Caradwyn?
Well, it is Carrotwin's horse.
So Caradwyn wants to protect the horse like you do?
I'm sure Carrotwin would like to learn how to actually provide for it so this doesn't happen again. But if everyone is just quick to attack, fight, and everything else, she can't move forward with that.
Does Caradwyn
Well-
have the ability to restrain and bind the horse so she can learn it from it?
Well, she has the ability to bind humanoids. That's why the creature's still roaming these forests. She locked
Wait,
me
she-
up before I could finish the thing off.
I feel like we need to have this conversation with Caradwyn, though.
I agree. I think she needs to start laying down some answers and giving us her opinion, and not hiding behind you, Gallenford.
Hey, I'm just a negotiator.
I understand.
Well, can you
But-
negotiate Caradwyn into this discussion?
It's okay,
That's a good
guys.
line.
Nix and Carrotwood are having girl talk right now.
Can we jump over to them real quick?
Yeah, let's jump over to their conversation. While
And
the
I will be right back while they're doing that conversation.
All of us are going to pile next to the door, ears pressed against it. No, we're not.
No, I'm looking through my spell list to see if there's something I can do, but I don't think I can.
So go ahead, pick up Caradwyn and Nyx, your conversation that you guys have been having.
I've been reading some of it.
Yeah, I didn't know if they want to, instead of type it, they can continue. They can pick up from where they left off when they're typing.
Yeah, if you wanted to get some role play in.
Yeah.
Lyric, you sit there and be quiet.
Okay.
I feel like he's just eating popcorn.
he is. He has his lanterns. Like, damn.
He's probably praying for guidance.
He's doing that too.
So you don't want to give this ghost thing the note, and you want the note to find the treasure that's probably somewhere in one of the crypts in the in the graveyard. That's what I'm getting at.
I thought I made that pretty clear that, yeah, I'm trying to find the ruins that are underneath this castle and find out whatever crazy shit's in there. When we found money in the chest to repair this place, figured, what more cool secrets does it have? I was pretty open about that bit.
Yeah, but now this thing's after you, and I don't know how long we can protect you before this thing actually gets you.
Then let it kill
And
me.
the only way we can protect you is if you tell, like, if you open up to us. I know it's hard. I know that Stig can be a jerk, and Gallenford honestly just doesn't know how to stop talking.
Astute.
We all sneeze at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's just been the four of us for, I don't know, a few weeks now. And oh, I forgot about Lyric. Sorry, Lyric.
He's been here for like 3 days.
Yeah, and we just want to be here for you, Caradwyn. And I think the only way that can happen is if you tell us everything.
I genuinely don't know what more needs to be said. I think I have said pretty much everything. What more do you want me to say?
Just
I
open
can't.
up your heart. Tell me why do you need to know everything? I,
And there's a minute where she sits there, like really unsure of how to proceed. Um, just kind of tapping her fingers on the floor. And all she says in response is, "Well, it would be nice to have a heart. That would be great."
Ooh. She has no heart?
okay, I'm back now. Sorry. I just yeah, I'm good now.
Did you hear the last thing I said or no?
No.
No, that's okay. I just wanted to make sure I repeated it. No, all Karen would say is that it'd be great if I had a heart. It really would.
Why are you saying you don't have a heart?
Because I don't. Haven't had one for years. I'm
So
not sure
you're
if there's
trying
more
to
than I can say about it without feeling the repercussions of it, but
is that where you're trying to cram it with things? Or at least trying to?
yeah, you can see that's gone real well.
I think it was yesterday you said to Stig that he wasn't your father figure and that your father figure had passed. I think that's what you were saying last time.
No, I think I just said to stop acting like he is my dad. My dad's actually
Oh,
fine. He's in a place actually not too far, I think, from Yandera? What is the hell the place that we need to go look for Aiden
Andrea.
at?
Andrea.
Yandrea?
Yeah,
I'm
doesn't your dad like live in the mountains somewhere?
No,
This
he owns an inn.
this is your
He's fine.
this is where you're from. And
Yeah.
Andrea is right here.
I mean, I haven't talked to my parents in a long time, but they're still, as far as I know, alive. They
oh,
haven't told me if that's changed.
huh.
It's kind of hard to be.
So you don't have, yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, so you don't, like, as in, physically you don't have a heart?
No, physically I have
Or
a
is
heart. I
it,
was being metaphorical. Again, I
oh,
don't know
okay.
what. I'm kind of under a contract. I can't say much.
I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
Okay.
It's
I,
complicated.
I guess that kind of makes sense in a weird way. But, well, I'm here, and and if you ever need some more hearts, I have mine right here.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that, Nix. It's nice to know that at least one of you doesn't want me dead, simply because of the magic I can cast.
I don't think they want you dead. They're just,
Oh, I
I don't
think he
know.
does.
I can't
I
speak for
really
them.
think he does.
I don't even know what kind of magic you can cast. So I know I don't want you dead yet. Maybe tomorrow.
I don't know what else I could do. Honestly, I was just pissed off because he attacked my horse, and that's it. All I did was fucking paralyze him for like 5 seconds so I could slap him. That was it. That's all I wanted. Not to kill my horse. That I didn't know had a stomach now. All of a sudden, the entire thing changes. This isn't written down any books.
Yeah.
Feels a little unfair, is all I'm saying. But I don't think it matters anyways.
Well, you might come back, but it's. I don't know where I stand, honestly.
Honestly, that's fair. Probably the safest bet. In case shit really gets real. You could Switzerland this whole fucking argument. At least you'd come out on top.
Okay. Did you want me to leave you alone? I think we finally made a breakthrough, and if you need space, I'm okay with that.
Well, that's fine. Just having a lot of thoughts run through my head.
Done.
One of these days, we're gonna have to make you stop thinking. You need an actual vacation, where you don't think about anything, and you just have fun.
Well, honestly, I don't know if that would help or make it worse. But I appreciate the thought.
Okay. And then she just kind of gives Carrie a hug, and then she just is gonna unlock the door, and then she'll be like, "I'll tell the guys to leave you alone. We can talk more in the morning." And then she closes the door behind her.
And when you open the door, there's like 4 of us with our ears pressed up against the door that all fall backwards as you open the door.
No, we're not doing that.
Okay, just kidding.
And then
Alright.
she closes the door behind her. She's just gonna slide down and go, "Oh, geez, this is gonna be a lot harder than I originally thought it was gonna be."
All right. Is there anything you guys wish to do for the rest of the evening?
Is there anything we can do to ward this place from ghosts?
I will write it up in a note during our see if there's anything possibility. Well, we're getting upgrades, but I doubt it's going to be warded anytime soon.
The contractor's supposed to come in tomorrow to put in new doors. That's all I. That's
So
the best
I'm-
I got.
From Zin's point of view, I'm still rather confused about everything that's happening. But the party did agree to go with me, or to what? We're going to go check some forest and then go to the town, right?
Well, I
I think
Go
James.
ahead, Gal. Don't do that.
The ghost that we just killed was the one in question, so I don't think we need to go to the forest now.
So in the morning we can head to whatever that town was that the voice said to come to. What was
Yes.
it called again? I'm scrolling up through the chat. I don't remember. Chris, what was the name of the town?
Andrea.
It's on the map.
Well, let me zoom out.
I will say, though, I do need to stop in town and just leave a message, send a message out. That way, if someone does arrive before we get back, they are aware we're coming back, and then we can have all the upgrades started on the keep. Fort.
Yeah, I know that from Zin's perspective, she would be feeling like she needs to make haste. I mean, she hasn't had a clue on where Aiden would have gone until now. So she would want to leave first thing in the morning. With or without the party. I could care less, honestly.
I pre-wrote the notes, so it won't take long.
It seems like the party doesn't get along anyway. So if it would be better to travel alone, she'll travel alone. But if you guys are coming with and can make peace at least for a mission, then she would be glad to have you.
Know that the majority of us work well together.
And then, yeah. Then as far as your question, Chris, I would just be communing with the nature spirits to see which spells will help me in tomorrow's travels.
Okay.
And then I would go to sleep in my room.
Mason, did you find yourself a room?
I do have a room. Before I go to bed, I'm gonna put on. I'll ritually cast an alarm spell. You guys can tell me where you'd like it. If you don't tell me where you want it. I'm going to put it just outside of Carradon's room, since that's where the ghost was attacking.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that.
All right, we're going to make it audible so everybody can hear it go off if it goes off.
All right. You guys go to after a eventful evening from the middle of the night. You guys go to bed early in the morning.
Gallenford, could you wait a minute?
Oh,
Of course.
Did you find anything with this? He says, motioning to Whiskey's collar.
Nothing I can tell for sure. I actually needed Caratwin to take a look at it, but he might be more keen to look at it in the morning than tonight. But I was outside with him, and I got no ill will or intent. I mean, like I said, it seemed like he was trying to help. And I think he's still standing outside the door, waiting for your permission.
it was in the kitchen next to the fire.
Oh. Yeah, I think he's just waiting for your acknowledgement and permission.
Gallenford, I saw some horrible things happen in that forest. It claims you. I don't want that for Whiskey. I don't want to have to go through that for him again. He's suffered enough.
Well,
I don't want him to continue suffering.
if it is that, you have someone who can look at it and see if it's anything magical, just to make sure if there's any suffering or not. And if it is for sure what we're thinking it is, I'm sure there's something Lyric can do, or we can find a church that can help put him to rest, if it is a ghost of him. But if it's something magical, it's possible that his memory or essence was just masked on that collar. So first we need to figure out if it's magical or divine, then move forward from there.
Stig will grasp your shoulder and he goes, he was my best friend. He was my only friend for 11 years. Don't give me hope if there is none.
I'll put my hand on Stig's shoulder. There is always hope.
Oops.
Don't ruin this moment.
The earth begins to shake.
Yep. I made a freaking earthquake. A little mini earthquake. Sorry.
But Gallenford, Stig doesn't look at you, but you can see that he's on the verge of tears. And he will just go to bed.
Now, if there comes a time that Gallenford's ready to give up hope, then everyone can freak out.
You're a part.
I was gonna say when Nyx gives up hope, but no, she lost that like 3 sessions ago. She got it back.
All right. The night you guys get a rest, a full rest after the events of what happened. You wake up in the next morning and prepare for the day. And with that, we're going to end the session.
Okay.
I think that's a good stopping point.
Did we make peace? Doesn't seem like it.